going on, everyone? How y'all doing? Jeff here at Cardlines Breaks. It is Tuesday night, April 22nd, and we are ready to rip some cardboard gold. So as you guys get settled into evening, let's have some fun. We got another all baseball night tonight in front of us. We've got some prospect edition with first off the line box again. We've got Topps Pro Debut rocking tonight from 2023. We've got Select and Prizm Mixer from 2024. Then we're going to do some Panini Extra Edition from 2023. We all know I love that. And then we got two Select baseball boxes to finish us off for the evening. All baseball all the time tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. As you get settled in, let us know how you're doing and have some fun tonight with us. We got Lou in the chat. Lou, what's going on, man? It's great to have you back in once again. Always great to have you in the fold. As we go through our schedule, that first one is Prospect Edition. And there's our first box and our first off the line box. So I'm going to put that one back. I'm going to do the first box first, and we will get going in the evening. Hope you all had a good holiday weekend. For those of you obviously big news in the world, Pope Francis passed away after the Easter services yesterday. We got all kinds of NBA playoff action starting up. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the first few games of round one in the playoffs. What's going on, Steven? How you doing, man? Let us know what you think's going on in the playoffs. What do you think's going on? And what do you like about the early baseball season so far? All that good stuff. As long as it's family friendly. There's our empty box. Family friendly comments are welcome. Let's go through the list real quick. We've got Wayne with the Diamondbacks, Michael with the Braves, Lou with the Orioles, Jose Red Sox, Bill Cubbies, Mike T with the White Sox, Lou Reds, Steve B rolling with the Guardians, Rockies, Tigers, and Astros, Carson the Royals, Jeremiah the Angels, Steve the Dodgers. That's Select. Never mind. This is not the right. I'm not on the right list. Let me get to the right list. There we go. Prospect Edition. So Williams with the Diamondbacks, Brian H with the Braves and Orioles. Robert with the Red Sox. Thanks, Steven. We got the great start, huh? Bill with the Cubbies. Craig with the White Sox. Steven Reds. Jose Guardians. Adam with the Rockies. Craig Tigers. Steven Astros. Steve F Royals. Steven M Angels. Adam Dodgers. Brian Marlins. Finn with the Brewers again. Craig Twins. Gregory Mets. William Yankees. Chris G A's. Craig Phillies. William P. Pirates, Brian H. Padres Giants, Chris Mariners, Craig with the Cardinals, Stephen M. with the Rays, Steve B. with the Rangers, Craig with the Blue Jays, and Robert with the Nationals. That is the right list. Thanks. Sorry for that, guys. If you guys are playing along with the hit counter tonight, again, it is free to do so. No purchase is necessary to play in our sweepstakes. Of course, all of the break spots, you guys are making the choice to buy into those, and we do ship all the cards that we pull for each team break. Because we have back-to-back nights, we will be combining shipping for tonight and tomorrow night. So if you got into tonight, make sure you get into tomorrow night's breaks because it's combined shipping with a max. So you take advantage of that. And again, we do have breaks up for tomorrow night as well that end tomorrow afternoon. So go check those out while I'm ripping. But thank you guys for filling those spots in tonight's break. So the hit counter that we do on every break as a way to give you guys a chance at some giveaways at the end. We've got another blaster box with a guaranteed auto and some celebrations packs. What you guys are going to do is tell us which of those four spots you think is going to get the most hits, as well as what the total number of all four spots is going to be. Both those guesses are each worth a leprechaun. If you get both right, you get two leprechauns, and the leprechauns are going to race for you at the end of the evening for those giveaways. The four spots are Travis Bazzana and Ping inserts. The second one is Paul Skeens and the Aces inserts. The third one is Kurtz from the A's, just called up over the weekend. to the majors, so I want to include him with the prepping for the pros. And then the Dominators insert with Luke Little from the Cubs. I specifically put Luke Little in there because I think the last 3 or 4 breaks I've commented on, we always get him, and I'm like, I should put him on the hit counter. So for all you Cubs fans out there, we got Luke Little with the Dominators inserts. So that is the hit counter. Let us know which spot you guys think is going to get the most hits in the total, and hopefully you guys can earn some leprechauns tonight. So let's get going, guys. Good luck. We're going to start out for Minnesota for Craig with Tanner Hall. Carson Benji for New York. There's a chrome of Bryce Rayner for Detroit. There's a ping of Tommy White for the Oakland A spot, Chris. So we've got our first hit counter on the board with Bazana and Ping. We've got a numbered prospect. This is going to be a pink foil of Jackson Baumeister from Tampa Bay. It's 271 out of 299. So congratulations, Stephen M. There you go. On the board with a number card tonight. And then we got an auto right behind it of Alejandro Morales for Washington. Robert. Alejandro Morales for Washington. And that is 156 of 199. Robert, congratulations on our first auto of the day. Caden Scarborough for Texas. Nolan Shanuel. Shout out to Solaro Sunglasses. Mike Sirota. Cole Carrick from Colorado. We got Colin Houck on the chrome for the New York Mets spot, Gregory. There's a domination of Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Red spot, Steven. And so the dominations spot with Luke Little gets one on. We've got a numbered for Toronto, Trey Yasevich on the red foil aces. And that is a bookend break, guys. 199 out of 199. Bookend break sponsored by Cardlines Breaks. Congratulations, Craig, on the aces. Trey Yasevich to 199. And that is going to get Skeens and aces on the hit counter. Then we got an autograph. It's going to be a silver chrome auto, Jake Bloss for Toronto again. Back-to-back hits for Craig N. Craig, congratulations. Jake Bloss auto. Kyle Teal for Boston. Griffin Herring. Chase McDermott. Alan Facundo for New York. That would be an easy name to get wrong. Cam Smith for the Cubbies on the chrome. What's going on, Bill? Joining the chat. Thanks, man. Rob, welcome in, welcome in. Celebrating the bookend. New York, Ben Hess on the aces. So the aces spot up to 2. We got Charlie Soto to 199 on a purple foil for Minnesota. So the twin spot, Craig again. Congrats, Craig. Charlie Soto 159 to 199. And we got an autograph for the Brewers spot, Finn. That is Tyler Black on the auto, rookie auto, and it is numbered 154 out of 199. So, Finn, congrats on the Tyler Black auto. We've got Cade Denton for Colorado. Ryan Clifford for the Mets. Clark Candiati for San Diego. Chase Burns for Cincinnati. There's a good one. Early draft pick for the Reds. Steven. Silas Ardoin for Baltimore is going to be numbered 113 out of 149 on the blue chrome. So congrats, Brian H. on the Silas Ardoin blue chrome to 149. There's a ping of Kyle DeBarge. So Ping's going to get on the hit counter. What happened?
Once I
DeBarge? I don't know. Aiden Miller prepping for the pros for Philadelphia. Craig again. Congrats. It's a nice one for Aiden Miller. And the prepping for the pros gets on the board. And then we got a little Raywave autograph here. Sean Keys. Toronto again for Craig. And that is 26 out of 49. 26 out of 49, guys. If it's under 100, you know what to do. Get those fireworks going. Sean Keys, 249 on the auto for Toronto. Toronto spot absolutely rocking it tonight. Congrats, Craig. Great pickup. Drew Hackenberg for Atlanta. Yanquiel Fernandez, Colorado. Thomas White, Miami. Blake Larson, Chicago White Sox. We got Dylan Cruz on the chrome for the Washington spot. Robert. That's not numbered. And for the Milwaukee spot, it's a domination of Blake Burke. Finn, congrats. And the domination insert going to get a second hit. J.D. Dix for Arizona, 299. So William L., congrats. J.D. Dix, 75 to 99 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. There we go. What's going on, Gregory? Great to see you, man. At a 99. And another Future Legends auto. There we go. Hatcher Hurd for New York. I'm almost positive it's the New York Mets. And that is to 199 as well. So, Gregory, you hopped in the chat and you nailed yourself a Future Legends auto right there. Congratulations. That's a cool card. It's a great auto, too. We got Braden Taylor for Tampa. Vance Honeycutt for Baltimore. Grant Taylor for Chicago. Chase DeLauder for Cleveland. And we got a black Eddie Rinders. It is out of 39, guys. 3 out of 39. Eddie Rinders for the Pittsburgh spot. William P., congratulations. Let's get some fireworks and a fist bump for that one. Black chrome out of 39. There we go. Congratulations, William. That is awesome. 3 out of 39. We got a Kellen Lindsley prepping for the pros. For the Dodgers. For Ryan. We're all tied up at 2. The Aces. Oh, he's a Yankee? Shoot. Thatcher Hurd is a Yankee, huh? Sorry about that. Didn't mean to tease you, but thanks for being honest. There's an Aces, Jurangelo Kinche for Seattle. So the Aces take a lead. Toronto, Craig is going to nail another autograph. What's going on, Chris? David's in the chat. David, how you doing? Welcome in. Arjun Namala for Toronto. Craig has been killing it with the Toronto spot in this break. Not a spot that usually does as well, but great break for Toronto. That's out of 75 as well. 56 out of 75. Craig, if you haven't bought a lottery ticket yet tonight, you might want to do it. You got luck on your side. Namala to 75. There's Jake Bloss and Connor Norby for Miami. All right, so that is one box in, which means it is time, guys. If you want to get those prediction counter, hit counter changes in, take the time to do that. Yeah, the Chicago, New York, LA teams, sometimes, usually I know them all, but there's a couple guys in this edition yet that I haven't figured out. So again, sorry about the tease on that. But guys, get those extra predictions in. There's our empty box. And again, that is a first off the line box. So we should expect something fun or some things fun to come out of this box. I'll do 3 packs at a time on here while I rip them up. Actually, I'll just open up them all. While I open up, guys, make your final predictions on what you think is going to happen. We got schemes and aces right now in the lead, a narrow lead, and everything else is at 2. So it is really anybody's game which spot is going to take it. So figure out which one you think is going to do it, as well as what you think the total is going to be. Are we going to double up in this box? Get to 18. We've got Chris going into 23. We're going to get big here. Let us know on that number, and let's see who can get some leprechauns to race for him at the end of the night tonight. Once again, we've got another blaster box of this product we're going to give away tonight, a full sealed blaster box. It's going to have 1 guaranteed auto in there. And then we also got a bunch more packs of celebrations that we're going to give away that came out of a mega box. So here you go, guys. You got about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to close up the hit counter. Steve-O, what's going on? Great to have you in. All right, we got Ryan Campos for St. Louis. Bryce Massage from Milwaukee. Aiden May is going to be a chrome. Now, for a second, I thought that it might be numbered just because it's a little darker. But Aiden May from Miami. Thank you, Marty. There's a ping of Ryan Waldschmidt. So the ping spot now is going to tie it up. And if all the spots tie it up, then everyone's going to get leprechauns for that. So I'm sure you guys won't be too happy. Here's the hardest name in baseball, Gerangelo Klinge, out of 99. On a little purple foil for, where the heck is he? 76 out of 99 on the Klinge. Seattle. Going to Seattle out of 99. So let me get some fireworks going for the Seattle spot, Chris. Congrats. Clean J to 99. Gerangelo, I think is how we say his name. Charlie Soto is upside down, which means he's an auto. Minnesota, Craig again with an auto. Craig having a fantastic. He's been killing it. Nice, man. That's awesome. I really don't know too much about him, so that's sweet. Charlie Soto auto for Craig with the twin spots. Cade Keeler for the Braves. Iriarte for Chicago. Kiem Daw for Minnesota. And Class A rookie for Toronto. He throws 100 right-handed and 98 with his left hand. That is crazy. That's awesome. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers on a chrome. That is absolute craziness. Griffel Farrell domination for Baltimore. So that's going to get domination and Luke Little, even though we hadn't got a Little yet. Up to 3. Then we got a numbered domination here. Brody Brecht for Colorado. So Adam G with the Colorado spot. There's a Brody Brecht domination red foil out of 199. 191 out of 199. Congrats. Yeah, that is a freak of nature. Holy cow. 4 on the Dominators. We got an Ivan Melendez autograph for the Diamondback spots. William L. Congrats. Ivan Melendez for the Diamondbacks. Kendall George for the Dodgers. There's Dylan Cruz. Chase Davis. Syrup. Blake Dunn. Then we've got a chrome Yanquiel Fernandez from Colorado. Aces, David Shields from Kansas City. Congrats, Steve, to the Royal spots. And Aces ties it back up. We've got 2 at 4 right now. Tampa Bay. Stephen M., here you go. Adrian Santana, 122 out of 299. That's a red foil Santana out of 299. Congrats, Steven. Autograph, red Alonzo Treadwell for the Houston spot. Steven, double up here. That's 120 out of 199. Congrats, my friend. Back-to-back hits. Let's see if we can keep you going. There's J.D. Dix again. Adrian Santana. Cam Smith for the Cubbies, and Gino Groover for Arizona. We've got a blue Ethan Salas for the Padres, Brian, out of 149. Ethan Salas out of 149 for the Padres. Ooh. Prepping for the Bros, James Tibbs, San Francisco, Brian. So prepping for the Pros goes to 3. We got a die cut for the Brewers spot, Finn. What's going on, Wayne? How you doing? Blake Burke to 59. 53 out of 59 on the die cut. It's such a weird die cut, though. Blake Burke to 59. Finn, congrats. There it is. 53 out of 59 for the Brewers. Charlie Condon out of 7, guys. Charlie Condon out of 7 for the Rockies, Adam. That is awesome. Charlie Condon out of 7 for the Colorado Rockies on the autograph. Adam, congratulations. 3 out of 7. It is like an afterthought die cut. They're like, oh wait, we're just gonna chop this off a little bit up here, and then we're gonna make little ridges, and it's a die cut. Congrats. That is a nice Condon, though. 3 out of 7 on the Condon. We got Redfield for Los Angeles, Sean Keys for Toronto, Christian Scott for New York, Baltimore, Silas Arduin, Max Muncy on the red for Oakland, and that is to 199. Max Muncy 7 to 199 for the Oakland spot. Chris, congrats. Braden Taylor, domination for Tampa Bay. Excuse me. Congrats, Steven. And the domination now, late in the game, takes the lead, guys. We got some hits coming up here. Los Angeles, Jake Galoff. That's the Dodgers, Los Angeles. So, Adam, that is to 199. 83 out of 199 for the Dodgers. And then we got Jonathan Clay's autograph, and that one is numbered out of 7 as well. 5 out of 7 for Toronto. Craig, holy smokes. Let me get down. We haven't done a disco ball yet. Guys, 5 out of 7. And Craig, and you're just killing it tonight, my friend. The Toronto spot, absolutely killing it. Jonathan Clace or Classe, I'm not sure how we officially pronounce it. But either way, 5 out of 7, guys. 2 cards out of 7 out of this first off the line box. Darn near close to 101s here. Congratulations, Craig. What a break for Toronto. There's Brian Holiday for St. Louis. Owen Casse. Max Muncy. Jackson Wiggins for the Cubbies. Now we're going to get a Kellen Lindsay pink chrome for the Dodgers, and that's going to be to 79. 22 out of 79. He goes by whatever he wants. Class A, right? There we go. Lindsay. 79. Oh, Mike, you missed some of the early bids, huh? There's some good stuff coming out of these boxes. Cow to Barge on the ping. That's going to make the hit counter more interesting. And then we got another Aiden Miller prepping for the pros for Philadelphia. Craig again, just killing it this break. We're knotted at 4 besides Little and Domination. Stuck at 5 in the lead. There's a blue autograph of Vance Honeycutt for Baltimore. Brian H. That is numbered to 75. 60 to 75. Lots of fireworks coming out of these boxes tonight. 60 to 75 on the Honeycutt for Baltimore. They sure are eating this break up, man. Tyler Black for the Brewers, rookie for Finn. And Colton Ledbetter, Steven for Tampa Bay, is going to round out the break, guys. All right, so we've got all kinds of our inserts prepping for the pros and all those that we're going to get properly sleeved up and taken care of. And again, we're combining shipping, so everything for tonight and tomorrow night's breaks are going to ship out on Thursday. So normally we get them out next day, but look for your stuff on Thursday and go on to eBay and check out the auctions for tomorrow night. I think we've got some football coming back tomorrow night, some more encore, I think, and then we got a lot of fun different baseball mixers where we're mixing 2-3 products in each break. So that should be a ton of fun tomorrow night. So go, guys, get onto those and max out your ship and take advantage of that. From the hit counter, guys, we ended up with Luke Little, although we didn't get any Luke Little. We got 5 domination inserts, and so that takes the win with 17. So Marty will probably give me a tally when he gets caught up here in a minute, and I'll let you guys know who got leprechauns. And while we do that, let me go through our hits. We did get the very low number to 79 Honeycut.
I might have missed somebody, but I think it was just him.
Okay. Let me do that real quick. So Bill got both. Knocking it out right away. Bill, congrats. Getting the number and 17. And then unfortunately, no one else. Steve M., did you make a prediction?
I just wrote him down in case he did.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was a tough one. We only got 1 with Little and Domination, and we only got 17 once. So we'll make up for that later tonight. Yeah, Lou, we got Heritage coming out tomorrow too, man. So go grab those spots in the break. They're live on the auction right now for tomorrow night. So we get Honeycut autographed to 79. Kellen Lindsay, low numbered pink. Colossae autograph to 7. Galoff to 199. Max Muncy to 299, I think it was. 199, excuse me, on the red. Condon autograph to 7. Blake Burke to 59 on the die cuts. Ethan Salas numbered. Treadwell autograph number to 199. 299 Santana red foil. Melendez autograph. Brody Breck to 199. Charlie Soto autograph. Clinche to 99. This guy apparently throws both arms like a freak of nature. Namala low numbered autograph. Rinders low numbered on the black chrome. The Thatcher Hurd for the Yankees, Future Legends auto. To 99, J.D. Dix. Sean Keys, low-numbered auto. Arduin, numbered to 149. Tyler Black, autograph numbered to 129. Soto to 199. Jake Bloss, autograph. Trey Savage to 199. Morales, numbered auto. And Jackson Baumeister to 299. So all kinds of numbered hits. Again, lots of teams with some good stuff coming out of there, but Toronto was the king of the break. So Craig, congratulations on a great break, and thank you guys so much for participating in that break. We sure do appreciate you guys. Hope you had some fun. If you haven't done so already, and you could hit that like and subscribe button for us, we'd appreciate that. Let me get our schedule up. And as we're done with Prospect Edition now, we're going to move on to 2 boxes coming in hot of 2023 Pro Debut. And then we got Select Prizm, Panini Extra Edition, and Select Baseball is what we got going on for the rest of the night. Thank you guys again for filling up all of our spots this evening. You guys can follow along on the top right-hand side of our general time starting. So we're right on time here for Pro Debut. We should start Prizm and Select Mix about 9:05. These Pro Debut boxes are pretty card heavy, so I might get a few minutes behind, but I'll do my best to keep you guys on schedule. Let me get our list up for Pro Debut. There we go. So for the hit counter for this one, guys, we've got the Farm Fresh Futures inserts by themselves. We've got the MILB Legends by themselves. We've got the autos. So each box has 4 autos. So we're going to get 8 autos, plus if we get any bonus autos. So keep that in mind on the hit counter. The autos is a fixed number. It's been kind of fun to do that lately. with it being a fixed number, because then you guys got to kind of figure out, are we going to get more of something or not, right? So the Farm Fresh Futures, between 2 boxes, I think we might get more than 8 on there, but we'll see. The MILB Legends is the second spot. So then the auto is right. And then the last one is Ellie and the Jackson 3. So that's 4 different players. So in some ways, those are a tougher pull because we know we're going to get inserts. And we know we should get 4 autos per box. But the question is going to be, how hot might we get with those players? If we get hot with any one of them, get 2, 3, 4 of them right away, or get them as autos, that could really shake up the hit counter. So pop in there, guys, and let me know which of the 4 spots you think is going to get the most cards, as well as what the total counter between all 3 is. I think this is a good chance here with 2 boxes. And we know we're getting 8 autos. I think we'll get at least similar to that in the inserts and hopefully those players. So let's see if we can't get into 30s or 40s on that hit counter, guys. What do you think? Let's hope some of our autos are some big ones. And let's have a little fun. While I rip through, I'll go through the list. We got my guy Betts with the Diamondbacks. Dana, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I think I've caught everyone else. But if I missed anyone that joined in the chat or is watching us live tonight, or for those of you that are watching us recorded at some point in the near future, welcome into the Card Lines family, and welcome back for those of you guys that keep coming back. We've got Bats, Camilo with the Diamondbacks. We got Gonzo with the Braves, Jared with the Orioles, Bradford with the Red Sox, Dwayne with the Cubbies, Dana with those White Sox. Good luck, Dana. We got Oscar with the Reds, Brandon with the Guardians, Dave with the Rockies, Steve with the Tigers, Dana Astros, Steve Royals, Finn Angels, Patrick Dodgers, Steve Marlins, Dana Brewers, Jeff Twins, Gregory Mets, Robert Yankees, Oscar A's, William Phillies, Steve Pirates, Joseph Padres, Dana Giants, Dave Mariners, Robert Cardinals, Stephen M with the Rays, Lou with the Rangers, Dana with the Blue Jays, and the national spot going to Oscar. Guys, good luck on each and every one of those spots. And once again, play along in the hit counter, have some fun, and get your chance at getting some leprechauns. Those leprechauns are going to race for you guys at the end of the night for some freebies. First card, we're going to start out with a good one for Boston. Cedene Rafaela. Alex Freeland, Tamar Johnson for Pittsburgh. Here's our first MILB Legends, Bill Matlock. Legendary Pittsburgh Pirates player. So the MILB Legends is the first one on the board. Matt McClain for the Reds. Morabel. Bernabel. Verdugo. Hyu Lee. Jimmy Crooks. Manuel Beltre. Peyton Pallets. Our first chrome is going to be Jimmy Cooks for the Cardinals. Robert. What's going on, D-Mac? How you doing, man? We got Brandon joining in. What's going on, Brandon? William joined in. William, good to see you. Not sure if I said hi to you yet. Appreciate you guys all joining in, having some fun. Jake Burgos, Luis Matos, Landon Sims, Victor Acosta, Ricky Tiedemann, Samuel Zavala, Nathan Martorella. And our first autograph is going to be Nick Biddison for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, which is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, Patrick. Doing all right, D-Mac. Doing all right, man. Appreciate it. We've got Marty in the house with me tonight, guys. Everyone give Marty a shout. Nick Biddison on the auto for the Dodgers. Ryan Ritter. Eric Brown for the Brewers. Drew Romo. Carson Williams. Whoops. There is Heather Locklear's great nephew, Tyler Locklear. Pedro Leon. Brady House on the chrome for Washington. Blaze Jordan, Anthony Gutierrez, Jack Brannigan, Colmenares, Guerrero, Jose Ramos. There's Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. And a Farm Fresh Futures, Tamar Johnson for the Pittsburgh Pirates spot. Steve. So Farm Fresh Futures getting on the hit counter. Harry Ford for Seattle. Diane Frias, George Valera. Jordan Beck for the Rockies. Cole Young. Edgar Carroll. Drew Gilbert. Curtis Mead. It's a good one for Tampa Bay. Congrats, Steven. Hyu Lee on the Chrome for the Orioles. Actually, I think that's Philly, right? Blue Claws is Philly, excuse me. Xavier Isaac for Tampa, Jordan Sprinkle, and Mason Hour. Zach Neto for Los Angeles, Sean McClain, Yankiel Fernandez, and Bryce Hubbard for the Reds. We've got our next MILB Legends. It's a very young-looking Sparky Anderson. So 2 on the board for the MLB Legends. Brenner Cox, Diego Cartaya, Tucker Torman for Toronto, David McCabe. There's a Jackson Holiday, guys. So for Baltimore, congratulations, Jared. There's a Jackson Holiday. That's going to get the Ellie plus Jackson 3 on the board. Judd Fabian. And we're going to have a numbered Andy Pages for the Dodgers. Patrick. That is numbered to 199. 70 to 199 on the pink for Andy Pages. Cole Phillips on the Chrome for the Braves. Susana for the Nationals. Anthony Hall. Gabriel Gonzalez for the not the Twins, the Nuts. Marco Luciano, Bastidas, Zach Galoff. Then we got Angel Janau on the blue auto for Cleveland. And that is to 150. 49 out of 150. So congrats, Brandon Sion. The Angel Janau autograph to 150. And the blue. Oh, yeah, Ace, but you got, it was out of 7, man. That was awesome. That was a great hit. You bet. You bet. Congrats on that hit. Can't wait to get it shipped out to you so you can drool over it in person. We got Jared McKenzie, Willie Vasquez, Ben Joyce, Justin Crawford for Philadelphia, Kumar Rocker for Texas, Dylan Beavers, Tyler Soderstrom for the A's, Cueva, Alex Freeland on the Chrome, Wilman Diaz, Elvis Martinez for Toronto, Palencia. There's Andy Rodriguez for Pittsburgh, Dylan Lesko, Dustin Harris, Armando Cruz. And the Blue Jays staying hot tonight. There's a Farm Fresh Futures insert of Tucker Torman for Toronto, Dana. And the Farm Fresh Futures get to 2. Not quite the insert count I was hoping for. Oh, I got to update the autos too, right? How many autos did we get? 1 auto, 2 autos so far. So I forgot to update that. So we have a 3-way tie at 2. Whew, shame on me. That looks better on the hit counter. Mick Abel for the Phillies. Pacquiao. Angel Martinez. Figueroa. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals is a good one. Pudgy, what's going on, my man? How you doing? Great to see you in the chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Jorge Barrosa on the Chrome. Khalil Watson from Miami. Cutter Coffee. Austin Wells for the Yankees is a good one. Juan Chacon. Mason Barnett. Sel Stewart. Zach Veen for the Rockies. And Prince Fielder for the Brewers. The Beloit Snappers on the MLB Legends. And that puts them into the lead at 3. Evan Carter is a nice one for Lou for the Rangers. Tavares, Rodriguez. That one's Rodriguez for the Twins. Lisandro Rodriguez, Joe Lamp, Alex Ramirez, Drake Baldwin, DeAndre. Here's a chrome of Sedene Rafaela. Jumping in the house auctions. Nice. Rafaela chrome for Boston. We got Elijah Green for Washington. Cermak, Barossa, Jordan Westberg, Henry Bolte, Ronnie Mauricio, Gavin Cross. We've got our third auto out of the box. Alex Freeland. Alex Freeland, that one's also for the Dodgers. So Dodgers doing very well in this break, Patrick. And that's our third auto. There's Cole Phillips, Brady House, Rincones, Paulino, James Wood, J.R. Ritchie, Lefty Grove on the MILB Legends. Pudgy, when's your next show coming up on Whatnot, man? Feel free to plug it if you want in the chat. Trevor Martin, Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. Jacob Mizraski for the Brewers. And Duncone. We've got one more stack here of this box. We should have another auto in box number 1, and then we've got box number 2 to get to as well, guys. 3 of the 4 autos in so far. We've got MILB Legends right now walking away in the lead a little bit. See if Farm Fresh Futures can catch up. And we sure would like to see Ellie and Jackson 3 get on the scoreboard a little more than they did. We got a Jackson Holiday, but let's get an Ellie De La Cruz. Let's get some Jackson Churio and Jackson Merrill as well. If you guys are looking to get into some more hot action right away, once again, we do have auctions live for tomorrow night. Right now, we're going to be doing some football, going to do some new release heritage, and some other baseball mixer stuff. So get into that. We are combining shipping, so if you're in tonight already, you got to take advantage of that. Kevin Alcantara for the Mets. Or that's the Cubbies, I'm sorry. Balcazar for the Reds. Amador for the Rockies. We got a Farm Fresh Future, Zach Neto for the Angels. That gets Farm Fresh to 3. And we've got a sweet gold chrome sparkle of Nerwillian Cedeno for the Lake Elsinore Storm. That is out of 50. Gold out of 50. So once again, guys, we go under 100. We know what that means. We got to let out some fireworks. Yeah, let's get some Merrill. He was put on the injured list this morning. I didn't see that. Bummer. Need these guys to stay healthy and get good careers. Makes their cards more valuable. Makes us all hunt them more. Robert Perez. Denzer Guzman. Jet Williams for the Mets. Andrew Painter. Yenner Fernandez, Joshua Baez, Norge Vera. There's a chrome of Peyton Pallett for the White Sox. Foscue, Confidant, Hassel. Janelle, Jordan Lawler. Gabriel Martinez. There's Monty Irving on the MILB Legends. Cermak Chrome for the Rays. Aponte, Montgomery. Ivan Melendez, Alex Freeland again. Tamar Johnson. Chandler Simpson. There's Elijah Green on the Chrome for the Nationals. Oscar. Cesar Prieto, Brian Ramos, Owen Murphy, Trey Sweeney, Edison Paulino, James Wood for the Washington. Oscar, congrats. J.R. Ritchie. And there's our autograph for the Cubbies. We got some sparkle on here. Congrats, Dwayne. It is numbered to 199. 35 out of 199 on the auto. 35 out of 199 for the Cubbies. And that does get our 4th auto. Again, we should end up with 8 on there. And it looks like the Legends are outpacing 8. So if I were you guys, when you start making your prediction changes, I would probably go Legends or Farm Fresh and not bank on the autos. Because that would mean we would go cold in the second box. Crawford. There's Colton Cowser. Kyle Harrison. There's Jackson Merrill. Speaking of Jackson Merrill. Apparently placed on the injured list today. I did not get a chance to really look at much sports news from last night or today. So great update on that Pudgy. And the Jackson 3 now going to make a little run here. Vera. Alcantara again. Balcazar. Adel Amador. Manuel Beltre on the Chrome. K. Doughty for Toronto. Mikey Romero, Boston. Luis Angel Acuna for Texas. Gabriel Martinez, Painter. Fernandez, Joshua Baez. We're going to get Jacob Berry for the Marlins on a Farm Fresh Futures. And there's an Ellie De La Cruz for the red spot. Oscar, congratulations. I know it's still a base, but it's an Ellie prospect card. And it's one of the names we're looking for, so I'm still going to top load them up. Silas Arduin, Brooks Lee for the Twins, Chandler Simpson, Janau, Jordan Lawler, Gabriel Rincones on the Chrome for Philadelphia, followed by the Teal Chrome, Marco Luciano. Marco Luciano is numbered 275. 51 out of 75. Congrats. Luciano on the Teal Chrome to 75. 51 out of 75. Noel V. Marte, Will Rudy for the Brewers, and Andy Pajes. All right, guys, that is one box down of this 2 Pro Debut boxes. We got a low-numbered auto there. Get that nice teal out of 75. We had that out of 50 gold shimmer as well, so not too bad. We're sitting at 16 on the hit counter, guys. I think we can hit 30. So get your prediction changes in right now. Is it going to be Farm Fresh? Is it going to be the Legends? Are those going to go cold? Is it going to be autos? There's our empty box. And we did get a little run there with Ellie and the Jacksons. So can those guys pick it up, see what is going on? No, Pudgy, I haven't pulled any of the debut patches, man. I would absolutely love to pull one of those. That would be so fun to pull one of those patches. I think there's a decent amount still sticking out there from 23. But I would love to pull them. In 24, they were in chrome, right? But so no, that would be a sweet, sweet pull. I've got a pretty good 101 hit counter going this year, but no debut patches yet. So guys, as I rip this box open, start making those changes. Again, we're at 5 with the Legends. At 16 halfway through, we will get 4 more autos, if not more, hopefully, but I doubt more. So that should get us to at least 20. And then we should get at least 10 more of the inserts or those players. So let's see, guys. Let's hit 30. Let's see if we can get hot and get into the 40s. That would be awesome. Williams spelling it out. 34. I love it. All right. So I'm going to ask Marty to give you guys about 30 seconds, and then he'll close up the prediction counter. So if you guys want to get that in there, go for it. Chris, you still got 6 boxes of Chrome. There's still some patches out there, and I think there's a couple decent names out there, but that's such a boomer bust right now, man. Keep us posted as to what you do. If you rip them up, take some pictures when you pull that debut patch for us. We've got Montesino, Troy Melton, Christian Hernandez. We're going to get an auto on the board right away of Robert Perez for Seattle. The Aqua Sox. Dave, congrats. I believe the Robert Perez auto. This is going to be numbered as a blue. It is to 150. 147 out of 150. The Woo patch, nice. Chris, have you ever watched The Big Lebowski? Every time I pull a Brian Woo card, I want to say from The Big Lebowski, it was Woo, man. Woo took the carpet. But most people have no clue what I'm talking about. So I refrain from that. Every single time I refrain from saying that. But I did that now just because you brought it out of me. It was Woo, man. Wambin Chu, Trey Gonzalez, Miguel Blyce, Blake Berhalter, Veras, Henry Davis for Pittsburgh, Carlos Jorge, Marcelo Meyer, Nathan Martorella on the Chrome. Jackson Jobe is a good one for the Tigers. John Kasevich, Felix Valerio, Cedeno, Nick Gonzalez, Caden Wallace, Jensky Noel. There's a Farm Fresh Futures for Philadelphia, Justin Crawford. So William H., congrats. And Farm Fresh now finds a 3-way tie. Mikel Hernandez, Cal Manzardo, Davey De Los Santos, Everson Ortega, Gabriel Hughes, Max Muncy, Duncone on the Chrome, Drew Breaker, Colson Montgomery, Matt Mervis. There's Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies, Sterling Thompson, Sal Frelick for the Brewers, Dana, Daniel Vasquez. We got Jose Reyes on the MILB Legends for the Mets. So the Legends jump back into a short lead. There's Kevin Parada, Logan Tanner. There's Drew Jones for Arizona. Bats, congrats, man. Tanner Schobel, Cam Collier, Nick Biddison. There's a Jackson Churio for the Brewers. Glad to see out of 2 boxes that we hopefully hit at least one of most of the major names. Congrats, Dana, on a Churio. Hopefully one of many more for you, and that is going to put them within striking distance as well of the lead counter. Behind Churio is usually Jason Dominguez for the Yankees. We got Zavala on the Chrome for the Padres. Ben Joyce, Justin Crawford, Drew Thorpe, Ballesteros, Chase Medroff, Yiddy Cappy, Ignacio Alvarez, and an auto, Jorge Vera for the Barons. That's the White Sox. Dana, congratulations on the Vera autograph. Congrats. Puts autos to 6. We should have 2 more left coming out of here, guys. Palencia, McKenzie, Vasquez, Trey Lipscomb, Jacob Berry, Justin Boyd. There's a Farm Fresh Futures, Anthony Gutierrez for the Rangers. Congrats, Lou. We're knotted back up at 6 between the 3 spots. There's Pacquiao, Martinez, Diaz, and Arelvis Martinez. That was the first stack of box number 2. We've got the second stack here. And we'll have a third stack. Plenty to get into. We should have 2 more hits left. I'm going to go ahead and rip both stacks just to get them open, and we'll get through the cards. But let me know in the chat, guys, too, what's going on in the sports world tonight. We've got, I didn't even look to see what basketball games are on tonight, but what's NBA looking like? If anyone's got score updates. The Bucks are playing the Pacers tonight, game 2. Indiana took it to them. Didn't, Indiana won game 2? Woo. Man, the Milwaukee Bucks are up against it right now. They got to figure it out. And didn't the Clippers get beat by like 59 points or something like that? Who did? Oh, the Grizzlies got beat by 59 points? Ooh, ouch. So what do you guys think about what's going on? Clippers won yesterday. D-Mac's happy about that. And what's going on? If you guys got any baseball scores tonight for me, let me know. Any no-hitters we need to keep our eyes on or anything like that. Got a couple more packs to get ripped open here. This will be our heaviest card count of the evening is these two Pro Debut boxes. Prizm and Select. There'll be a few less cards, which is always nice, but Pro Debut is a great value, just like Heritage and the MLB Heritage from 2022, because so many of them have so many cards and you get a better shot at spreading the love. What's up with Popovich? Oh, yeah. I thought Popovich was already retired, D-Mac. Was he just sort of like waiting to see what would happen? But I thought Popovich had already said he was done. But that is definitely sad. There's a end of a legend there. Oh, Robert, how you doing, man? Glad you're having a good time. Thanks for joining us. Welcome in to the break. Welcome to the Card Lines family. Feel free to play along on the hit counter with us the rest of the night if you want to hang out and get yourself a chance at some freebies. What we just do is we have you pick the four spots on it, what you think is going to get the most cards and what you think the total hit counter is going to be. And if you get them both right, you get 2 leprechauns that are going to race for you at the end of the night. J.R. Ritchie, Red Sox smashing the Mariners. Westberg, Bolte. We got John Mayberry, another MILB Legends for the hit counter. Speaking of. Owen Murphy, Trace Sweeney, Aponte, Benny Bombs, Balcazar, Amador, Paulino, James Wood, Victor Acosta on the chrome for the Reds. There's another Jackson Merrill for the Padres, Joseph. So Jackson Merrill prospect card. Gets the Jackson 3 up to 5. And we're looking good towards that 30 mark that I'm hoping to hit. Cesar Prieto, Ramos, Fernandez, Baez, Jorge Vera, Kevin Alcantara. There's another auto. It's going to be Jimmy Crooks. Jimmy Crooks for the Cardinals. Robert. There it is. Jimmy Crooks auto for the St. Louis spot. I saw that Ovechkin scored another goal in their playoff game to win 1-0. See how many more years that guy can play or if he's going to retire after this year after beating Gretzky's record. Reggie Crawford. There's Colton Cowser. Kyle Harrison. Jordan Lawler. Gabriel Martinez. Andrew Painter. Trevor Martin for the Rays on the chrome. Brooks Lee for the Twins. Cade Doughty. Mikey Romero. Angel Acuna. Tamar Johnson. Chandler Simpson, Angel Geno. We got Mikey Romero on the Farm Fresh Futures for Boston. Congrats, Bradford. And Farm Fresh, and we're right back up at 7, except for the Ellies and Jacksons. But we got 5 there as well. Will Rudy, Andy Pajes. Speaking of that spot, there's another Ellie De La Cruz. So we got 2 Merrills. We got 2 De La Cruzes. Let's see if we can end up with 2 Churios and 2 Holidays as well. Ellie De La Cruz, congrats to the red spot, Oscar. We're 1 away from a 4-way tie on that hit counter. Silas Arduin, Manuel Beltre, Peyton Pallets, Sedani Rafaela, Alex Freeland, Pedro Leon on the chrome. You're cheering for the Pens and then whatever the Pirates are doing. Pirates, there's a lot of talent on that Pirates team. Let's see if they can hold it together. And they obviously only have so much of a window before they're going to have to let Skeens go. Verdugo, Marte, Zavala, Martorella, Hayu Lee, Jimmy Crooks. Next, MILB Legends, Phil Rizzuto. So that's the 8. We'll end up with an 8th auto. We'll see if anything else can come out. Landon Sims, Matt McLean, Muradell, Pedro Leon, Victor Acosta, Ricky Tiedemann, Jet Williams on the chrome for the Mets, Eric Brown, Jeromo, Jorge Burros, Luis Matos, Polanco, Jacob Miller, Jace Young for Detroit, Cal Ripken Jr. on the MLB Legends. I love this card. Man, is he young there. On the Red Wings, Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles spots. Congrats, Jared. And the MLB Legends are going to be the auto spot unless we get a bonus auto. We do have Justin Crawford here, William, for the Phillies. That's going to be a gold out of 50. 46 out of 50 on the Justin Crawford. So, William, I got to get you some fireworks for that one. 46 out of 50 on the Justin Crawford. Congratulations. Austin Wells for the Yanks. Juan Chacon, Mick Abel, Bastidas, Zach Galoff, Spencer Jones, Andrew Pintar. Farm Fresh Futures, and it's a good one, guys. There's a second Jackson Holiday. Jared for the Orioles spot. There we go. William, congrats on that one, man. And Holiday, congrats to Jared. That's a Farm Fresh Holiday. So that is going to get the Jackson 3 to 7 and Farm Fresh to 8. And we are doing well on the hit counter, guys. We're up to 31 already. Lisandro Rodriguez, Khalil Watson, Cutter Coffee, Beavers, Soderstrom, Cueva, Luciano. There's a chrome of Mizorowski for the Brewers. That's a good one, Dana. Again, he's going to get called up at any point from the Brewers. He's fantastic. Evan Carter for Texas. Tavares, Rodriguez, Dustin Harris, Armando Cruz, Kumar Rocker. Next, MILB Legends, Gianni Mize for the Red Wings. So it looks like the Legends are trying to win this one. Rincones, Elijah Green, Cermak, Barossa, Aguilar, Andy Rodriguez, Dylan Lesko. The Brewers are going to get a green auto of Will Rudy. Dana, congratulations. That is Will Rudy to 99. 92 out of 99. Dana, congrats. Let me get you some fireworks. 92 out of 9. That's what's going on, man. Welcome in. Great to have you in. Will Rudy to 99 for the Brewers. Dana, congrats. That puts our autos up to 8. And right behind that's going to be another Mizorowski. Dondon, Cole Phillips, Brady House, Sal Stewart, Zach Veen, Figueroa, Mason Wynn, Ricky Tiedemann, Chrome for Toronto, Jet Williams, Trevor Martin. There's another Junior Caminero. Better late than never, Camilo. You're doing good, man. Ramirez, Drake Baldwin, Danny Adramade, Mason Barnett, Jet Williams, Farm Fresh Futures for the Mets. We are not done with the hit counter yet, guys. Farm Fresh could catch up. Robert Hassel, Perez, Denzer Guzman, Mauricio, Gavin Cross, Joe Lamp. We got one more sparkle here of Zach Galoff. And that is to 175. Zach Galoff to 175. Junior Caminero on the chrome. Ooh, for Tampa Bay. Steven, congrats. Still load him up. Melendez, Justin Foscue, and Confidant finish up those 2 boxes. So, guys, we ended up with 2 pretty good boxes here. We're going to get all the Farm Fresh Futures and all those guys sleeved up. Camilo's going with the Lakers. See what they can do. They lost the first game, right? We ended up with 34 on the hit counter and 10 on the Legends. So we'll see. Give Marty a second to tabulate that up and see how many of you guys got 34 or MIB Legends for 10. I'll go through our bigger hits that we got. We did get a Caminero Chrome. Zach Galoff on the diamond numbered. Will Rudy numbered auto. That's right. Jackson Holiday Farm Fresh Futures. Crawford to 50. There's Nelly De La Cruz. Jimmy Crooks. Jackson Merrill. Norge Vera on the auto. Churio. Perez on the numbered auto. Luciano numbered teal chrome. Ellie De La Cruz. Jackson Merrill. Pacquiao numbered auto. Cedeno to 50. Freeland auto. Janelle auto numbered. Pajes low numbered. Pink. Holiday. Nick Biddison. All right, thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, so we did pick up some stuff there. Chris grabbing it for the Legends. William H. grabbing 34. Congrats, good job. Farm Fresh was so close, too. Wayne had 34. And we had David with the Legends. Brandon with the Legends.
There's so many cards.
So many cards, I know. Gregory with the Legends. Steve-O with the Legends. And Mike with the Legends. So 2 got 34 and a bunch of you got the Legend spot. Congratulations. Much healthier looking list of folks getting leprechauns out of that one, guys. So good job. Congratulations. If you guys enjoyed that break, which I hope you did, hit that like and subscribe button for us. If we pull up the schedule, just remind you guys, and I do always have up on the right corner of the screen where we're at. We're a couple minutes behind, but we can make that up tonight. Now we're doing a Select, which I just put up there, and a Prizm hobby box. I'm going to do Prizm first, and then we'll do Select. After that, guys, we're going to go to Elite Extra Edition 5 boxes, and then we're going to do 2 Select hobby boxes. And then our break is sadly going to be over while it even gets started. We got 3 more breaks to go, guys. We got plenty of time here to have some fun. All right. You counted an extra hit from Marty. All right. We've got, here's our 2 boxes going through there. I got to fix this just a little bit to get the other spot up in there. There we go. All right, so in this break, thank you and good luck, Steve. Steve's going to have a big break in this one. Steve, we got the Diamondbacks, the Braves, Carson, the Orioles, Albert, the Red Sox, Bill, the Cubbies, Steve with the White Sox, Chris G with the Reds, Jose with the Guardians, then Steve with the Rockies, the Tigers, the Astros, Chris with the Royals, Steve with the Angels, the Dodgers, the Marlins, Carson with the Brewers. There's our empty box. And we will see if it's the front of the box that gets us all the autos again. Twins was Mike. Patrick is Mets and Yankees. Anthony is the A's. Steve is the Phillies. Chris is the Pirates, Padres. Steve the Giants. Chris the Mariners. Josh B, the Cardinals. Lou with the Rays and Rangers. And Steve with the Blue Jays. Jeremiah with the Nationals. Chris with the other spots. Guys, good luck, and thank you guys for filling in each of these spots. I hope we can pull some great stuff for you. And on the hit counter on the other side, again, if this is your first time with us, welcome into the Card Lines family. We love having you. You guys can play along on that hit counter. It's a chance to get some giveaways that we're going to do at the end of the night. I've got a sealed blaster box of Prospect Edition, which was our first break tonight. It's got a guaranteed auto in that blaster box. One of you guys is going to take that home tonight, and I got a couple packs of Celebrations from a mega box. And how you guys can win those givvies is by playing in the hit counter. Let us know which of the 4 spots is going to get the most hits, as well as what you think the total number of hits is going to be. You do not have to be in this break to play along. If you're watching and hanging with us, we appreciate that. And you can play along on the hit counter and see if you can get some leprechauns for a chance at that givey. The Phillies, Mike Schmidt is going to start us out on this one. Steve, congrats. Chase DeLauder for Cleveland. Oh, so in those 4 spots, by the way, I didn't even go through them. It's Churio and Gwynn. So kind of like one young star and one kind of legendary star. Then it was Skeens and Glavin to go with the pitcher one. Then it was Witt Jr. and Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. And then autos and memorabilia. So autos and memorabilia are going to be somewhat fixed. We should get 3 autos out of Prizm. And then we should get 2 autos and 1 mem out of Select. So we should get 6 autos and hits. And let's hope that the other players beat that one to make it better. But that's what we got going on in the hit counter. So get those predictions in. There's Jimmy Rollins, Bruce Bochy. There is Donnie Baseball. Our first Donnie Baseball, first hit counter on the board. Bobby Witt Jr. and Donnie Mattingly on the board. Ryan Clifford for the Mets. And then we've got a silver for the Dodgers of Gendry Vargas. Congrats, Steve. And Yumin Lin for Arizona, Steve. To 499. 426 out of 499. Again, I expect, looking at that roster, I expect to be calling Steve's name out quite a bit in this one. Yumin Lin to 499. Prismatic, Noble Meyer. Manny Ramirez. Adrian Santana. Jacob Wilson for Oakland. Colton Cowser for the Orioles is a nice one. Congrats, Carson. Rod Carew. Carlos Beltran. Everson Pereira and Dalton Rushing. Bernie Williams. We got a silver for Boston of Mikey Romero. Albert, congrats. And then for Colorado, we got Cole Carrick to 499. So congrats on Steve on the Colorado 483 to 499 on a Cole Carrick. Fireworks, Ty Pete. Carlton Fisk. There's Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. So Witt and Mattingly right now jumping to a lead. There's Johnny Bench, George Lombard Jr., Blake Mitchell, Carson Williams, Keith Hernandez, Ryan Zimmerman, Dustin Pedroia, a silver of Lance Berkman for Houston. Congrats, Steve. And Boston, we got Wade Boggs to 499. I almost put him in the hit counter tonight as well, but Wade Boggs 359 out of 499 for Alberts. Do the old Wade Boggs chicken shuffle. Top tier, Hurston Aldrip, Jeff Bagwell, Lou Brock, Jose Reyes, Jordan Lawler, Mark Burley, Bucky Dent, Mike Bovey, Blake Walters, Robin Yount for the Brewers, Carson. Our first red wave is going to be Robbie Snelling for San Diego. Congrats, Chris. And then we've got Thomas White, Miami. Congrats, Steve. That is the 199. 53 out of 199. Thomas White on the blue. Drew Jones for Arizona on the hype. Fergie Jenkins, Vladdy Sr., Mitch Jebb, Thomas Sagassi, Ryan Lasco, Dustin Harris, Gabriel Gonzalez, the Wizard, Ozzie Smith, and Raleigh Fingers. Another red wave, Bruce Bochy for Texas, Lou. Red wave on the manager. And look at that, Wade Boggs. Again, I should have included him. Congrats, Albert, to 199. 8 out of 199. Wade Boggs on the blue. Prismatic, Bradfield Jr. for the Orioles. Carson. Miles Naylor, Shim, Ben Rice, River Ryan. Joe Carter, Homer Bush Jr., Dwight Gooden, Chase Davis, and Ryan Howard. So it looks like our autos are going to come in the second stack of this box. We're going to get a red wave of Cam Collier for the Reds, Chris G. And then Manny Ramirez for Boston. Boston with another one, Albert. This is going to be numbered 116 to 299 on the Manny Ramirez for Boston. There's my guy, Ralphie Velasquez. I don't have him on the hit counter, but that's a monster prismatic right there for the Cleveland spot. Jose, it's my guy, Ralphie. Congrats. Here we go. Yeah, I picked the right half first so that we'll get hits at the end, right? Jones, Hackenberg, and Papelbon. See, when I include Ralphie on the hit counter, he doesn't show up. Then I don't include him, we get a prismatic of him. So I got to maybe try that trick with Paul Skeens, because we've had a little bit of a Paul Skeens drought going on here. We've gotten a couple of his stuff, but we had, I don't know what, about 3 weeks ago, we went on a Paul Skeens tear. Like, we got a couple Prizm, we got a bunch of selects, we got, I think, like 6 of him out of Elite Extra Edition. We just went on a Paul Skeens tear. And then ever since that night, we've gotten maybe, one here, one there. So we could use Skeens to pick up his pace a little bit with us. You know what I mean? I'm sure, Chris, you wouldn't mind that. Second half, guys, we should have 3 autos in here, up in that hit counter a little bit. There's Jake Galoff for Los Angeles. Max Anderson for Detroit. Donnie Sutton. There's an Ellie De La Cruz for Cincinnati. Ty Floyd for Cincinnati. And boy, that is an auto if I've ever seen one. Randy Johnson on the gold legendary auto. 6 out of 10. I got the hiccups out of that one. 6 out of 10. Randy Johnson, that's the Expo spot, which is the national spot. Jeremiah. That right there is a freaking banger of an autograph. Let me fireworks that. Let me fist bump that. Randy Johnson, legendary autos out of 10. That is what we're talking about, guys. 6 out of 10. Congratulations, Jeremiah. The Expos. Yep. That is a sweet card. What a great first auto out of that box. Can the other 2 autos be that big? Wow, that would be awesome. We're going to get a red wave of Eddie Murray for the Orioles. And a red wave of Donnie Baseball for the Yankees, Patrick. And that red wave Donnie Baseball is going to get us up to 3 on there. Yeah, Randy Johnson could have gone to multiple spots, right? He could have gone to the Mariners. He could have gone to the Diamondbacks. He was at Texas for a while, right? He could have gone to Texas. Lots of potential there out of that, but that one was with the Expos. Rhett Lauder on the hype. Hey, there we go. All right. Waking up a little bit. Jackson Churio for the Milwaukee Brewers. Carson, congrats. There's a Churio base Prizm. It's going to get Churio and Gwynn on the board. Now we need a Skeens or a Glavin here. Moise Alou. Ryan Sandberg. Chase Petty. There's Glavin. All right. Tommy Glavin for the Braves. Steve. Frankie Alvarez. Andrew Walters. Greg Maddux. Chuck Knobloch. And there's our next autograph for the Athletics. It's going to be Zach Galoff. So congrats, Anthony, on the Zach Galoff sensational signatures. I'm going to check on the back, but I'm pretty sure this isn't numbered. It is not. Zach Galoff auto for the A's. Anthony, congrats. I was able to see the Oakland A's when they came into town this weekend with against the Brewers. A's got a lot of young talent on that roster. They're a fun team to watch. Brock Porter for Texas. Lou on the red wave. Prismatic. We got rookie Mason Wynn for the St. Louis Cardinals. Josh. Restacking some loaders there. Here we go. Cole Young. Yeah, 10 years with the Mariners, right? 1 with the Expos. There's a little something for you, Chris. There's a little Mariners. Cole Young. Little consolation card there. Jimmy Palmer. There's Pudge Rodriguez. Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Pedro. Ichiro. There's a little more consolation for you there, Chris. There's a nice Ichiro. Marcelo Meyer. Bill Matlack. Jose Perdomo for Atlanta. And we're going to get another auto here. It's going to be Mason Hour. Sensational signatures for Tampa Bay. That's darker than they normally are, so I wonder if it's going to be numbered. Unfortunately, not. But Mason Hour, Tampa Bay. Lou, congrats, man. There's an auto for you. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Chris. That is heartbreak. Nolan Shanwell on the 199, 191 to 199. Yeah, I saw that. There's Nolan Shanwell to 199. I got to hit the auto. We got all 3 autos now, if I'm remembering correctly. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, we got 3 on those. Yeah, I saw they gave away that Skeens bobblehead, and I heard, I heard that that the people that didn't get it, if they were in line, got like a ticket to get one, but there was a bunch of people that were at the game in line forever that didn't get one, so that was unfortunate. But the bobbleheads were pretty cool. They were kind of like made to look like a baseball card, and he bobbled out of the baseball card. It's pretty sweet, actually. There's one of my favorite names, Carson Roccaforte. Valorio. There's another one of my guy, Ralphie. There's 2 Ralphies. Eddie Matthews for the Milwaukee Braves. There's Chipper Jones. Luke Little, we couldn't get him out of Prospect Edition, but there he is for the Cubbies. Sammy Stafura, Colton Ledbetter, Aiden Miller for Philly. And Chicago is going to get a silver of Jacob Gonzalez. White Sox, Steve, congrats. And Jonathan Papelbon, Boston, Alberts, going to get numbered card 152 out of 299 on the Jonathan Papelbon. Cole Keith, top tier rookie for Detroit. Ballesteros. Rafaela, rookie for Boston. Sean Sullivan, Yuri Perez. Max Muncy. There's the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Justin Crawford. Cal Manzardo for Cleveland. Grady Sizemore for Cleveland. And Josu DePaula on the silver for the Dodgers. Congrats, Steve. Tampa Bay, we're going to get another number to 299, Colton Ledbetter. So, Lou, congrats. 65 out of 299. Another numbered card for Tampa. Oh, that sucks. Yankee uniform. He's not a Yankee yet. Come on, he'll be in Pittsburgh for at least a year or 2 longer. Hopefully. Kobe Mayo on the hype. Colin Houck, Reggie Crawford, Arjun Nimala, and Walker Martin. Kyle Harrison, Luis Matos, Luis Baez, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. There's an Olivia Picardo for the other spot, Chris. Jackson Wiggins on the silver for the Chicago Cubs. Bill, congrats. Then we got a red Eddie Murray of Baltimore to 299. 171 out of 299 on the Eddie Murray red for Carson. A sweet gold prismatic of Heston Kjerstad for Baltimore. Carson, this is a big one right here. That's out of 10. 1 out of 10 on the gold prismatic. That is awesome. That's a bonus if we get one right there. Carson, congratulations. That is sweet. Heston Kjerstad. Print number 1 out of 10 on the prismatic. You can see the gold on there. 1 out of 10. Huge hit, Heston Kjerstad rookie. Carson, congrats. Then we got Pete Crow for the Cubbies, Lance Berkman, and Jackson Wiggins for the Cubbies. And the good news, guys, is that was kind of a bookend break there. The old 1 of 10, right? We've got a whole nother box to go in this break. We got a box of Select, which I'm a huge fan of Select. I think Select looks great this year, and we've been having a lot of fun ripping it. As you guys start thinking about, as I get the Select packs out, start thinking about your hit counter predictions or your updates. We are at 8 on the hit counter right now, with a 2-way tie at 3 between the autos and the memorabilia. As the box states, we're going to get 2 autos and 1 memorabilia. Ooh, I got stuck there. Empty box. We're going to get 2 autos and 1 memorabilia out of that box. So that is going to go to 6. And that should put us to 11 at a minimum. So start thinking about that. And then the question is, can any of those other player spots get hotter to get more than 3? Right now, Witt and Mattingly are in the lead, of course. But we could get hot with the other one. So let us know while I rip this box open to get this card stacked up. Make your changes to the hit counter and let us know. Is it going to be auto mem, or is it going to be something else? One of the player spots, pairings. And what is that total number going to be? Let's give away lots more Leprechaun, guys. So get your predictions in while I rip these packs open. Yeah, I saw, Mike, you're talking about those Skeens bobbleheads, too. People were putting up for, like, astronomical prices on secondary market. Like, hundreds of dollars, if not. I think some people were putting them up even for, like, $1,000, which is absolutely crazy to spend $1,000 on a bobblehead. But I suppose if he can have, like, a Hall of Fame career, and you've got a perfect in-box bobblehead 50 years from now, maybe it was worth that $1,000. Got a few more packs to get ripped open, and we're going to get into these cards. Finish up this Select and Prizm box. For those of you that are joining us first for the evening, welcome into the evening. Grab yourself a beverage and a snack. We're probably running about 5-10 minutes extra here. So if you are joining us for the Elite Extra Edition 5-box break number 489, that's probably going to start a little bit close to like 40 or 45. But we'll see how we're doing on that. Select boxes could take a little time because they're full of hits, just like this one. Jackson Merrill on the rookie card for San Diego. Chris, congrats. I didn't put Merrill in the hit counter, but that is a great one to get us going. Congrats, Chris. We got Shanwell for the A's. We got Mel Ott. And these are pretty looking cards. They're not numbered though, which is crazy. Those are sweet looking cards for New York. Phenom right away. A phenomenon, Blake Mitchell for Kansas City. Congrats, Chris, on that one. There's one of those spacers. We got Mel Ott on the premier level. Johan Santana with the base. Noma with the base. What? Yes, sir. Please close the predictions. All right, guys. Predictions are going to be closed. Let's see if we can get it. There was one with the signed experience meeting. That's awesome. I'm curious to see what happens with that. 199, 54 out of 199. Albert Pujols on the blue. Select for the St. Louis spot. Josh, congrats. Turbocharged, Noble Meyer from Miami. We got the diamond level, Jacob Melton for Houston. Nolan Ryan, and he's in New York on this one, by the way. Chicago, Ryan Sandberg. There's a silver of Chase Dollander for Colorado. Steve, congrats. Spencer Jones on a phenomenon for the Yankees. Another spacer. Diamond level Johnny Damon for the A's. Kaba for the Phillies. Grant Taylor for Chicago. Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. Turbocharged red Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. Anthony. This is going to be numbered to 99. 9 out of 99. They like hand-picked the kid. I wish I could have been that kid. Turbocharged Wilson to 99. Premier level Jose Perdomo. Base of Marcelo Meyer, Chase Dollander. We got a white of Bruce Bochy to 99. Bruce Bochy to 99. Same picture from Prizm in Select. Congrats, Lou. Bruce Bochy to 99. We got a Bochy numbered in Prizm as well, I think. And we've got our first auto for Los Angeles Dodgers spot, Steve. It's an Emmett Sheehan auto. That is the Diamond Action Autos. It is not numbered. Diamond Action Auto. Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. Congrats. That's going to put auto and mem card to 4. Yiddy Cappy on the Premier for Miami. There's Aaron Judge. There's Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball for the Yankees. So Whit Mattingly holding pace. There's a silver Marcelo Meyer for Boston. We got Ryan Clifford on the Sensations for New York. I like the Sensations inserts. Those are sweet. Ryan Clifford. Gunnar Henderson on the Premier. There we go, guys. I was just saying we needed to get some Paul Skeens action. There we got one. Chris, congrats on a little Paul Skeens love for you. So Skeens and Glavin getting to 2. Manzardo. And we got an orange Adam Wainwright, and that is to 49. 36 out of 49 for the St. Louis Spots. Congratulations, Josh B. I like the orange select a lot. These are cool inserts. The orange really pops out of that. St. Louis to 49. We're going to have a mem card here of Bob Turley for New York on these swatches. Bob Turley. Not a name we're expecting to pull out of this one today, guys. But Bob Turley for New York. Congratulations. That is not numbered. But our auto and mem card goes up to 5. We do have Bobby Richardson on the diamond level. Lou Brock, Yogi Berra. Starling Kaba on the silver. Sensations, Noah Schultz. Premier level, Marcelo Meyer for Boston. Ty Pete for Seattle. Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Little Seabass for Texas, Sebastian Walcott. Numbers, Roy Halladay for Philadelphia. Congrats, Steve, on the numbers, Roy Halladay. Johnson Class A, Premier level for Toronto. Roman Anthony, Tommy Troy. And then we're going to get a Takor Roby for St. Louis is going to be numbered to 149. 68 out of 149. So Josh The select box has been good for you for the St. Louis spots. To 149. James Wood on the Phenomenon for Washington. Little color match action. Congrats, Jeremiah, on the Washington spots. One more spacer. And we should have one more hit to come out of this. Aaron Judge on the Premier, unless I missed it or didn't count it. Miles Naylor, Zach Deloach. Craig Biggio is going to be on a silver Premier level. Craig Biggio for Houston. And there's that auto, and it's going to be Xavier Isaac for Tampa Bay. Lou, congratulations on the Diamond Action auto. Xavier Isaac, Tampa Bay. There you go, Lou, working that rainbow. There's that 6th hit. Premier Tommy Troy. Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. There's another Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City. And Bobby Witt Jr. and Mattingly go to 5. But it looks like auto and memorabilia are going to hold off here. Jacob Melton for Houston on the multicolor. Ken Griffey Jr., 630 career home runs. The kid. Chris, congrats. I always got to top load Ken Griffey Jr. inserts. And then our last card is going to be a Mitch Jebb Premier level. All right, guys, so we got a whole stack of inserts and color and all that sort of stuff. We're going to get all those properly sleeved up and taken care of before we ship them out on Thursday. Because, again, we're going to be combining shipping with tonight and tomorrow night's breaks. We do have breaks up. They're live on eBay right now, so go check out those auctions on eBay and get yourself into that action. If you're already in tonight, it's going to end up allowing you to max shipping out at just, I think, $10, I believe. It's a great, great deal there. We ended up with 14 on the hit counter, and we ended up with autos and mem taking it, which I think a lot of you guys went with. So I think we're going to give a lot of leprechauns away, but we'll take a minute to tabulate here, and while we do, let me go through our hits. Ken Griffey Jr. numbers, Xavier Isaac auto, James Wood Phenomenon, Roby numbered, Bob Turley swatches, Adam Wainwright to 49. We got a Paul Skeens, Sensations Clifford, Emmett Sheehan auto, looks like the Nike swoosh sign for an auto, Bruce Bochy numbered, Jacob Wilson Turbocharged red numbered, Pujols blue numbered, Jackson Merrill, the Prismatic Hessen Kierstad to 10, Eddie Murray to 199, Colton Ledbetter, those are 299, Colton Ledbetter 299, Papelbon 299, Shanuel 199, Mason Hour auto, Prismatic win, Zach Galoff, Jackson Churio, the legendary Randy Johnson to 10. Thank you, sir. Yep. Ramirez to 299, Wade Boggs to 199, Thomas White to 199, Wade Boggs to 499, Carrick to 499, and Yumin Lin to 499. So great stuff spread out across the breaks there, guys. Thank you again so much for taking part in that. It looks like we did get Mike got 2 in there with both 14 and the auto spots. Wayne got himself 1. Brandon got 1. David got 1. Bill got 1. You got Wayne in there twice.
oh well, sorry. Good for Wayne.
Good for Wayne, right? Chris is in there. And Lou got 1. All right, guys. Great job grabbing those leprechauns. Let's keep giving them away so that we can have some racing going on at the end of the evening. Pull up our schedule just so you guys know where we're at. We've finished with 3 of the 5. We're moving on to Elite Extra Edition. Again, we're a few minutes late. Sorry about that. But hopefully I don't think too many of you guys mind if we're pulling good hits out of there. We're going to be doing 5 Elite Extra Edition boxes. Again, these are loaded with hits, 10 hits per box. I love ripping these. They're a ton of fun. We're going to get something big out of there. And then we've got 2 Select Baseball boxes to do as well tonight. And then once we're done with those, make sure you do stick around because we're going to be getting those leprechauns out and having them race for you guys to get those givvies going. So for this one, guys, we've got, I put Skeens and Cruz together. McCutcheon goes yard. Nice. Skeens and Cruz are together in this one. That's Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz for you guys. Ralphie, my guy Ralphie's got to be in a break somewhere here. Ralphie, there's empty box number 1. Ralphie is pairing up with Ty Floyd, the pitcher from Cincinnati. The next pairing is Olivia Picardo for the other spot, as well as DPL, so that's Dominican Prospect League memorabilia cards. So autographs aren't going to count on that hit counter. There's empty box number 2. Only DPL memorabilia cards are going to count with Olivia. And then the 4th spot is going to be cards numbered to 75 or less. The other thing, because we've been a little light on leprechauns tonight, is we're going to give you guys a chance at some bonus leprechauns. And this is usually when Marty throws a pen at me or something. So Marty, I apologize. But guys, tell us which of these 5 boxes is going to be the best box. I am the judge of it, so I'm going to say which box I think won after we rip this break. But we'll go through. I'll go through one box at a time, so you guys can see. We can talk. You guys can try and influence me a little bit, but ultimately, I'm going to choose which box was the best one. There's box number 4. What? Who's leaving? Why are you leaving? Marty's not going to stand for these working conditions. So let us know, guys. Box 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Which one is going to be the most? You do need to get those in, obviously, before we finish one. So get the box prediction in, and then maybe separate from your hit counter predictions. So again, we got Skeens and Cruz, Ralphie and Floyd, Olivia and DPL memorabilia, numbered under 75, and then as well put in there if you think box number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 is going to get it. And again, you guys have, you really have about a few more seconds here to get the box prediction in. You've got time to do the hit counter prediction, but the box prediction, just throw out there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll keep track of which one you guys pick. And whichever box we think was the best box is going to get extra bonus leprechauns for those races. So right now we are in box number 1. This continues to be one of my absolute favorite products to rip because, again, there's so many hits in there. Let's go from top to bottom. The Diamondbacks, Daniel. Then we got Steven, Jared, Steven, Bill, Gregory, Daniel with the Guardians and the Reds. Jason, Wayne, Daniel, Lance, Jason, William, Daniel, Jason L, Jason H, Gregory, William, Anthony, William, Daniel, William P, Jason L, David L, Jason H, Stephen M, Chase, Stephen, William, and Daniel with the other. Those are all the spots, you guys. Thank you so much for buying into this break and filling up those spots. And good luck on each and every one of them. Get those predictions coming in. And we're going to close up the box predictions here in 5 seconds. So if you want to get a box prediction in 1 through 5, which one's going to be the best box, do it now. There's Rhett Lauder on the R for Cincinnati. Colt Emerson for Seattle on the green status is going to be $2,499. And back-to-back, Colt Emerson. David, it's a Colt Emerson die-cut auto. Die-cut auto, 281. If I can get that in there, you guys can see it properly. 64 out of 81. Colt Emerson for Seattle. So congrats, David. That does get us some fireworks for you. Unfortunately, it's not less than 75, but Seattle, 2 straight Colt Emersons. And there is a DPL patch auto. Look at that patch in there. We got the box. It's some form of lettering. And guys, that is out of 7. 2 out of 7. That's a banger for the DPL. 2 out of 7. Daniel, congratulations. That's not the right fit. This one hopefully will be. No way to go thicker than that. This one will do it. Beautiful. 2 out of 7. Diego Ortiz, the infield for the DPL on the purple mem card. Let's first of all get the fireworks going for that 2 out of 7. Let's also then, we've got numbered less than 75. Boom. And we've got DPL mem card because it's a mem card on there. So that hit counter goes up to 2. Arizona, Philip Abner. Chase Dollander, future star status. Jake Cunningham for Baltimore. Jared. That's a blue aspirations to 349. San Francisco, Cole Foster on the prime numbers auto to 200. 120 out of 200 for the Giants. Jason, congrats. Another DPL numbered mem card RPA. This one's going to be Alexander Coelho, shortstop. That is going to be out of 149. 95 out of 149 on the orange patch. We got a 2-color patch in there. That's a cool looking DPL card. Daniel on fire right now with the DPL. And the DPL mem with Olivia. Popping up into 2 there. We got Will Sanders for Chicago on a base. Oakland, Jacob Wilson on the Spellbound S. And we got a gold for New York, Jack Wenninger on the die cuts. This gold is going to be out of 10, guys. 4 out of 10 on the Jack Wenninger for New York. So congratulations on a 1 out of 10, Jack Wenninger. So that's going to be a numbered out of 75 or less. We had Andrew Pinckney on the die-cut auto for Washington. And that's the 399 on the Pinckney auto. Congrats, William. Nolan Shanuel, pick number 11 for the Angels. Shout out to Solaro Sunglasses. Jason, congrats. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. Braden Taylor for Tampa Bay on the higher learning. Green status, Ryan Lasco for Oakland to 499. Anthony. Atlanta, Garrett Bauman on the auto. Stephen M. That is the 200 on the auto. Stephen, congrats. You back, Gregory. Tampa Bay. Adrian Santana on the Future Threads. Mem card. Congrats, Steven. DPL base card. Angel De Los Santos. Primary colors. Chase Dollander. Purple for Colorado. Little color match there. Baltimore. A red die cut. Prime numbers of Mac Horvath. Jared. That is going to be out of 200. 87 out of 200 on the Mac Horvath. Red die cut. There is Heather's great-grandson, Tyler Locklear. Yeah, right, William? Let's see that classing. Tyler Locklear on the auto for Seattle. David. And the DPL going to get another memorabilia numbered card. This one's going to be 59 to 199. We got a multicolor black and blue patch on there. Melvin Mojica to 199 for the DPL. Congrats, Daniel. Killing it right now with the DPL. 3 RPAs for the DPL. And then Cade Keeler for Atlanta. So, guys, that was one box. And, granted, not a Paul Skeens necessarily, but we got 3 RPAs, including an RPA out of 7 and a gold die cut out of 10. So, I would say right now, box number 1 is looking real, real good. There's obviously a lot more cards to go. But box number 1 got us 5 on the hit counter. And 2 cards numbered less than 10. So that is going to make box number 1 a clear front runner for now. But let's see what box number 2 can get us into. Daniel, with the pirate spot, you're going to be happy. We got at least one coming for you. All right, box number 2, we got Dylan Cruz on the Spellbound W for Washington. William P. Congrats. So Skeens and Cruz on the board. Diego Ortiz on the green status for the DPL. That's to $4.99. Ryan Lasko on a die cut auto for Oakland. Anthony, that's to $3.99 on the die cut auto. Oakland, Nathan Detmer on the prime numbers auto. So Anthony, Oakland doing well. That's to 200. And that is a bookend break, guys. Sponsored by Cardlines Breaks. 200 out of 200 on the Nathan Detmer. Congrats. San Diego, Jay Bashirs on the base. Chase Davis, Higher Learning for St. Louis. Atlanta, Blue Aspirations of Drew Hackenberg. And that should be to 349. 301 to 349. Colorado, lots of die cuts come out of here. Holy cow. Colorado, Sean Sullivan die cut auto to 399. 167 to 399. DPL auto, Yariel Cordero. Yariel Cordero not numbered for the DPL. But Daniel looking good. Garcia, DPL base. There's our first Paul Skeens of the break. Hopefully many more. Daniel, congrats. That is a primary colors. Paul Skeens, color match to LSU. Primary colors, Paul Skeens, Skeens and Cruz on the board. My guy Ralphie needs to come out to play. There's Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati to $4.99. Another die cut, Zach Levinson, St. Louis auto. That is to $3.99 on the die cut auto for the Cardinals. Jason. Carson Wisenhunt auto for San Francisco. Jason. Impact Impressions auto. Tampa Bay, Trey Morgan on the base. And Nolan Shanuel, future star status for the Angels. Jason. A red prime numbers die cut Walken Noel for the DPL. And that one is numbered to 60, guys. 32 out of 60 for the DPL. Daniel, congrats. 32 out of 60. And that is going to get The numbered up to 3. We got a tie again. Minnesota is going to get a Dylan Kested autograph. Congrats, Jason H. Brandon Winokur to 199. 127 out of 199 for the Twins on the mem card, the Future Threads. There's a Paul Skeens. Not numbered, but that is a sweet looking Skeens card. Almost, it had me fooled for a second thinking it might have been a gold insert, but that would have been sweet. Skeens out of 24 or 10. But there's a Paul Skeens. It's a nice one. And Skeens and Cruz now tie it up, guys. We got a 3-way tie. Here's going to be an orange die cut of Braden Taylor for Tampa Bay. This is going to be low numbered, 99 or 49. 99. 87 out of 99. Braden Taylor on the die cut. We are all over die cuts in this box. Congrats. DPL, Angel De Los Santos on the green status to $4.99. Landon Sims on an Impact Impressions auto for Arizona. Daniel, congrats. Bryce Matthews, look at that orange patch on there for Houston. Daniel, congrats on a Bryce Matthews mem card. And Brock Vradenberg for Miami on the base finishes off box number 2. So, guys, box 2 was good. It was a fun box. However, so I just put 4 in front and 5 just so you guys know. However, box 1 was clearly, even with 2 Paul Skeens coming out of there. I mean, I'm happy to pull 2 Skeens out of 1 box, but you can't upend 2 Skeens bases for 2 cards less than 10. So box 1 right now is still in the lead with that out of 7 RPA and the gold out of 10. We'll see if box 3 can take it. But if you guys, unfortunately, if you guys chose box 2 in the prediction counter, you're not in the running for a bonus leprechaun anymore, unfortunately. But you can still get it for the other hit counter stuff. And you guys will have through after this box to make your hit counter prediction updates as well. After 2 boxes, we stand at 9 on that hit counter. We got 3 Skeens and Cruz. We got 3 of the Olivia and DPL mem cards, and 3 numbered to 75 or less. So start thinking about that, but you got through this box to make your choices. And again, unfortunately, if you guys were, if you picked box number 2 in your prediction counter, unfortunately, you're not getting that extra leprechaun. But if you pick box number 1, you're still holding on to that. We're going to get a great start here to box number 3 with a Paul Skeens S. So congrats, Daniel. That's our 3rd Skeens. Let's see if we can go much higher than that. But there's our 3rd Skeens. Then Cleveland, we're going to get an orange or a bronze, if you will. Cooper Ingle to 275. Cooper Ingle to 275 for Cleveland. Daniel. Look at this beauty. Purple out of 7. Purple out of 7. That's print number 1 out of 7, guys. Adrian Santana for Tampa Bay. Stephen M., there you go. If you're still on, man, congrats. If not, when you see this, congrats and enjoy the hit. Let me see if I can find the right size on that. I love these. That's too... it's going to fall out of there. Let me find... I absolutely love the Epic Material inserts, or the RPAs. They're such cool cards. And to get it out of 7, look at that patch, guys. We've got stitches, some dirt on there, multicolor, Epic Prospect Materials, Adrian Santana, 1 out of 7. I got to do a fireworks and a fist bump for that one. 1 out of 7. for Tampa Bay, Stephen M. And we got to go up and put out a 75 up to 4. Jacob Reimer for New York on a little Hidden Gems auto. So we will see what box 3 with a Skeens and then an Adrian Santana out of 7. Guys, box 1 is in a little bit of trouble here because box 3 is chasing it down. So let's see what happens with the rest of box 3. Chicago, Will Sanders. Pittsburgh, Carlson Reed on the Blue Aspirations to 349. Colin Houck on the Future Star status. I don't know why that was turned around. I think I may have turned a pack around. For the Mets, Ethan Packo base for Houston. Ronny Garcia on the auto prime numbers for the DPL to 200. 122 out of 200 for the DPL, Daniel. Yeah. No, wait till box 3 is over. Carson Roccaforte to 399 on a die cut auto. Again, we are just slamming die cuts in this one. Kansas City with a Roccaforte. Lance, congrats on the auto to 200. Caden Grice to 499 on the green status for Arizona. Nolan Shanwell on the higher learning for the Angels. Tommy Troy, primary colors for the Diamondbacks. Another die cut here. Noble Meyer, Miami, prime numbers red. Noble Meyer to 200. 91 out of 200 for the Marlins spot, Daniel. Houston, Chase Jaworski on the prime numbers auto to 200. Chase Jaworski to 200. For the Houston spot, Daniel. And Daniel, you're going to get 250 points. Panini points, congrats. Angel de los Santos on the base for the DPL. Phil Babner, Arizona to 499 on the green. Hero Wyatt, Kansas City autograph. Congrats, Lance. There's Teddy McGraw for Seattle. 170 out of 199. All in the mem card. 170 out of 199. Teddy McGraw. Kyle Teal for Boston. George Lombard Jr. features our status for the Yankees, William. And George Lombard Jr. on the green now to 499. So the Yankees getting some hits. $5,000 box for tops. Put something nice in a pack. Arizona Grayson hits on a die cut auto to 399. Grayson hit. Boy, we are, again, just slamming die cuts out of these boxes. Gino Groover to 199 for Arizona on the mem card. Gino Groover to 199 on the Future Threads. Congrats, Daniel. International, Jose Perdomo. Jacob Gonzalez. Oh, look at that. Look at that little quality assurance there. That is unfortunate. Chicago, Gregory, I'm going to sleeve that guy up and send it. Look at that. That crease was in there out of the pack. And here's what I'm going to do, Gregory, just as a little, obviously we didn't do that, but I want to make up for it as well. I just got a little team bag, nothing special, but Alonzo Treadwell, Optic rated rookie Smith Schaubern, I think there's 2 cards in the middle as well. So we're going to put that in there. I'm just going to make note of that. Bummer when we see those cards come out with a dinger like that. But we'll take care of you, my man. Yeah, William, I think we've gotten 1 Philly card. We gotta wake them up, don't we? Jacob Gonzalez, the White Sox, that we're going to make up for that a little bit, Gregory, with this one. That is 249. Jacob Gonzalez on the Spellbound E, 249. That'll make up for that little ding out of the other one. A little bit, right? To 49. And that's going to get the under 75 up to 5. Texas, Alejandro Rosario on the Blue Aspirations to 349. Peyton Pallett, Chicago White Sox autograph. Boy, the White Sox coming alive here at the end of box 3 on the Impact Impressions auto. A DPL mem card of Ariel Rivera with an orange and black patch there. Congrats, Daniel. It's going to get DPL mem card up to 4. And Lasco for Oakland. All right, guys, we're moving into box number 4. That does mean it is time to make your final changes to your prediction counters. We got to 13 in box 3. We've got right now Cruz and Skeens at 4, DPL and Olivia at 4, and numbered under 75 right now at 5 in the lead. We're at 13 total on there. We got 2 more boxes to go. Boy, I really liked box 3. I was a huge fan of that Adrian Santana RPA. 1 out of 7, and the fact that we got a Paul Skeens in there. But I'm still going to give box 1 the edge, guys, because we got an RPA out of 7 out of that as well. And we got a numbered card out of 10. So as of right now, guys, box number 1 is still our winner box. If you picked 2 or 3 in the box count, prediction, unfortunately, you're not in the running. If you picked 1, you are still in the running. And then obviously if you picked 4 or 5, you're still in the running. So get those last second predictions in on the hit counter, guys. Good luck. I'm going to take a drink of water, and then I'm going to ask Marty to hanging on fast. I'm going to ask Marty to close up the prediction counter. All right, and one thing I do like about this right now is going to be a numbered Paul Skeens Higher Learning for Daniel. That is to 199. 53 out of 199 on the Paul Skeens numbered Higher Learning. There we go. That gets us a 4 Skeens, 5 total with him and Cruz. And that's what we like to see. Steven, you might want to change from Ralphie's. Oh, you got the under 75. Okay. Ralphie has not come out to play for me here. Aspirations of 349. Jake Bloss for Houston. Peyton Pallett's Impact Impressions auto for Chicago. The DPL is going to roll with another numbered RPA. This is going to be Edison Charles to 199 on the black and the black patch. So that is a sweet one. Edison Charles to 199 on the RPA for the DPL. Daniel. And that's going to get another one on the hit counter, guys. We got a 3-way tie on the hit counter. How about that? Cal Teal. Jacob Gonzalez on the Spellbound A for Chicago. Atlanta is going to get an Isaiah Drake green status to 499. Oakland's going to get a die cut here of Jacob Wilson on the Blue Aspirations. That's the 69. 57 out of 69. Congrats, Anthony, on the Jacob Wilson to 69 auto blue die cut. And numbered to 75 or less jumps back in the lead. Los Angeles is going to get a Logan Wagner Hidden Gems auto. Base for the Dominican League, Diri Gonzalez. Higher Learning, Chase Dollander. And Matt Shaw for Chicago. That is going to be numbered for the Cubbies to 200. 10 out of 200 on the Matt Shaw refractor. Prime numbers. Congrats, Bill. Garrett Forster, Pittsburgh, auto. Another DPL mem card RPA. Boy, all their autos are RPAs today. That is Yasel Garcia, infielder. That is a 3-color patch. We've got the orange, black, and green there. And that is to 199 for the DPL. Daniel, having a break. Congratulations. With the DPL mem card RPA is up to 6. Tying that back up again. Hey, there's a Ty Floyd for Cincinnati. So my guy Ralphie's spot on the board finally. Braden Taylor, primary colors for Tampa Bay. DPL Blue Aspirations of Andy Matos to 349. Anthony Hall, Hidden Gems auto. And that is New York on the Hidden Gems auto. Jacob Wilson on the memorabilia card. Pick number 6 for Oakland. Congrats, Anthony. Marwis Jorge, base for Kansas City. Enrique Bradfield Jr., future star status for Baltimore. Jacob Gonzalez on the green for the White Sox. That is to 499, 134 out of 499. Eric Swan, Los Angeles Dodgers autograph. Congrats, William P. I think he meant 75. I'm not sure. He's just trying to cover all bases. Miles Naylor on the patch for Oakland. So Anthony Oakland's got quite a few hits as well. Congrats. And then Drew Hackenberg for Atlanta. Okay, guys, we are down to box number 5. I liked box 4, but I still got to say right now, box 1 is still in the lead. So Bats and anyone else that had box 1, you guys are looking your way down a bonus leprechaun right now. But for those of you that predicted box 5, you guys are probably going to have something to say about it. Let's see if 5 can beat out box 1 as we round out this break, our 4th of 5 breaks tonight. We've got 2024 Select coming up in about 10 minutes or so. Looking to be right on schedule for that, hopefully. Unless this box goes absolutely crazy. Yeah, box 4 was the Oakland box. It definitely was the Oakland box for sure. And the whole break has been a good DPL RPA box. But box 1 right now is in the lead for that bonus leprechaun. Let's get into box 5, guys. Good luck. Let's finish it up. We're at 18 on the hit counter. And we've got 2 spots right now at 6. There's Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the Spellbound E for Baltimore. Arizona Blue Aspirations of Jack Hurley to 349. Daniel. Milwaukee, there's another die-cut auto. This one's for the Brewers. Jason. Josh Knopf on the blue die-cut to 79. 44 out of 79. So that's going to get us some fireworks. It's not going to put it on the hit counter, but a Brewers auto to 79 for Jason. That we will take. Congrats, Jason. Los Angeles, Sonny DiChiaria on the Hidden Gems auto. Sonny DeCharia. Cincinnati, Connor Burns. Colt Emerson, Future Star status for Seattle. David. Tampa Bay, Braden Taylor. We've seen a lot of Braden Taylor. On the green status to $4.99. Congrats, Steve M. Maui Ahuna on the autograph for San Francisco. I love Maui Ahuna. Congrats, Jason L. DPL autograph, Braylon Fuentes on the signatures. DPL base, Jose Luis Pena. Jacob Gonzalez on the G for the White Sox. Zach Levinson, St. Louis prime numbers. That's going to be to 60. Print number 1 to 60, a little bookend action. 1 to 60 for the Cardinals, Jason H. Congratulations. 1 out of 60 on the Zach Levinson. That's going to get numbered under 75 back in the lead, which many of you have on the hit counter, so you're probably happy with that. Then we've got another die-cut auto, Ethan O'Donnell for Cincinnati. Congrats, Daniel. That is to $3.99 on the die-cut auto, Ethan O'Donnell. Daniel, you're going to get 250 more points, 500 together. That's going to get you, that'll get you a good pickup on Redemption Land at Panini. Miles Naylor for Oakland. Kyle Teal for Boston on the Higher Learning. There's Rhett Lauder to $3.49 on the Blue Aspirations. Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati. It's not your Tato or Furtado. It's Hunter Furtado. Pittsburgh autograph. Congrats, Daniel. Hunter Furtado on the auto. Aiden Miller to $1.99 on the orange patch. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. There we go, William. It took a little while. But I think that's your guy, right? Aiden Miller. That's who we're looking for you. So glad to get you a little something on there. Congrats, William. Chase Davis for St. Louis. Rhett Lauder W. That's going to be a blue to $1.99 for Cincinnati. Congrats, Daniel, again. Kyle Teal on the green for Boston to $4.99. Sal Stewart, Cincinnati on the Impact Impressions. Autograph for the Reds. The Reds coming in hot in box 4 here. DPL is going to get another patch. It's Christopher Familia, and this time it's all green in the DPL lettering on the patch. Congrats, Daniel. And that's going to put DPL memorabilia and Olivia tied with under 75. For our last card here is Wyatt Crowell. We lost this guy. Wyatt Crowell for Los Angeles. All right. So, guys, at the end of the day, I got to say box 1 is my winner for that. So let me rifle through real quick and see who predicted box 1.
I believe it was just Bill.
Bet's got it. Bet's got 1. He said box 1 of 4. So he meant 1. And Bill got 1. And then William got 1. William P. Yeah. Oh, I did? That was William. Luckily, you changed it after we closed it up, so I'm giving you one there. Trying to give the extra ones away. We did end up with a tie between the DPL Mem and under 75. So I'm guessing we're going to give away a lot of leprechauns for that. I'm going to give Marty a moment to tab those up, which I appreciate. And we're going to go through some hits and then recap it all up here and get ready for our final break. Guys, here is a whole stack of good stuff. Memorabilia card, the base memorabilia cards, base autos, all sleeved up and top loaded up and taken care of and ready to ship out to y'all. We're going to get all the rest of the $4.99 and $3.99s properly sleeved up and taken care of for you guys. And here's our bigger hits of the break. We had Rhett Lauder to 149. We did get William a little bit of Philadelphia love there with Aiden Miller on the patch. We got 250 points for Daniel Levinson on the auto to 60. Josh Knopf on the auto to 79. DPL to 199 on the RPA. Matt Shaw to 200. Jacob Wilson was to 69. Another DPL RPA, numbered to 199. Paul Skeens to 199. Jacob Gonzalez to 49. Gino Groover to 199. Teddy McGraw to 199. Get this guy in the right fit. McGraw to 199, thank you.
Yep, I could have missed somebody.
Okay.
Whatever.
250 points.
They'll let us know.
The Adrian Santana 1 of 7. I love this card. Stephen M, congrats. This was awesome. Paul Skeens, Taylor to 99. Paul Skeens again. Winokur to 199 on the threads. Walken Noel to 60. Paul Skeens primary colors. Sean Sullivan auto. Detmer low numbered auto to 200. Another DPL RPA to 199. Mac Horvath to 200. The Wenninger to 10. The RPA to 199 for the DPL. Cole Foster auto to 200. 2 out of 7 on the DPL RPA. And then Colt Emerson to 61. Made box number 1 the best box in the break. So guys, again, thank you all so much for taking part in that Elite Extra Edition break. It is one of my favorite products to rip because it is so much fun and so many hits. And look at that, guys. We are right on time. Ready to get into our final break of the evening. Check it out. We are going to move forward here with our final break of the evening. Select 2 boxes. Select Hobby, guys. We're going to have lots of hits to get after. I love Select. I think this year's Select product is pretty good. I think we're going to get lots of great stuff out of these two. See if we can't pull another. We've been pulling monster stuff like the Pudge Rodriguez mem card to 10. That was awesome. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And then we got the giveaway afterwards with the hit counter. So don't go anywhere once we finish this break. But if you guys are having a good time and you would be so kind and had done so already, please hit that like, subscribe button for us. And, oh, I got to put in your guys' leprechauns. And tell some friends about Cardlands. We're trying to grow it. As soon as we get 5,000 followers on YouTube, I'm going to eat gum from 1987 while I break. So make that happen, guys. So, Bats, you got one. David Robinson got one. Bill got one. Lou snagged a leprechaun. Steven snagged a leprechaun. And Wayne snagged a leprechaun. We're struggling with the hit numbers today. Oh, we had 20, and Will P had 20, so catching that one. All right, so we're struggling a little bit with the numbers today, but still giving away some leprechauns, guys. So congrats on those again. This is what we got given away. I got a sealed box of Pro Edition, or Prospect Edition, I mean. And I've got a bunch of packs of Celebrations. So we're going to give those away right after we finish up our final break of the evening, which is going to be 2 of these select guys. Let me get our list up. There we go. In this select break, we've got Wayne with the D-backs, Michael Braves, Lou Orioles, Jose with the Red Sox, Bill with the Cubbies, Mike with the White Sox, Lou with the Reds, Steve with the Guardians, Rockies, Tigers, Astros, Carson Royals, Jeremiah Angels, Steve Dodgers, Chase Marlins, Steve Brewers, Chase Twins, Lou with the Mets and Yankees, going with the Subway Series. Whoa, these packs are flying out at me here. There's our empty box. I don't like that little divider thing they put in these boxes. It just makes them get stuck in there. So Lou has the Subway Series, Chris with the A's, William Phillies, Steve Pirates, Jose Padres, Rafael Giants, Chris the Mariners, Lou the Cardinals, Chris the Rays, who have been doing well tonight, Rangers going to Jose, Wayne with the Blue Jays, and the Nationals going to my guy Betts. Brandon's voting early. Oh, you did. You had 75 as well, or David had 75. I think I got you, David. But let me double check. Emptied out there. Yeah, I had you on that one. We got you counted. Sorry for any confusion there. There's our 2 boxes. So guys, good luck on those spots. For the hit counter in this one, we've got Paul Skeens and Nolan Ryan together. We've got Jackson Merrill and George Brett together. We've got Jackson Churio and the Big Hurt, a.k.a. Frank Thomas, together. And then we've got Ralphie Velasquez and Pudge Rodriguez together. So guys, tell us which of those 4 spots you think is going to get the most. Oh, Brandon voted. Got it. Okay. Tell us which spot you think is going to get the most on the hit counter and what you think our total number of hit counter is going to be. And let's see if you guys can earn yourselves 2 more leprechauns tonight and get a chance at winning that blaster box. Some good stuff comes out of those, guys. Over the weekend, I ripped a couple of those blaster boxes of Prospect Edition, and I pulled a 101. So they are in retail. You can grab 101s out of retail. So hopefully, whoever wins this blaster box, when we get it to you guys, if you rip it open, you get a 101, you got to let us know. Also, while we do those giveaways, if you win and you want me to rip anything for you tonight, let me know. Of course, they are yours. So as always, we'll offer to ship it sealed up, the packs or the blaster box. But if you do win and they give you with your leprechaun tonight, and you would like me to rip it for you on screen for a little airtime, I'm happy to do that. So just let me know. We got a few packs left here in box number 1, and then we'll get to the hits. So while I'm going here, start thinking about your hit counter predictions and see how close you guys can get from the start. And then, of course, you'll get a chance to update them once we get through box number 1, and you see how the chips are falling a little bit. Our first card in is going to be Slammin' Sammy Sosa for the Cubbies for Bill. Then James Wood rookie for the Nationals. We will take that one. That's congrats. We got a Leo DeVry on the tricolor. Ronnie Mauricio on the Phenomenons for the Mets. A premiere of Colin Houck for the Mets. So back-to-back for Lou. Marichal for the Giants and Ethan Salas for the Padres. We're going to get red, should be numbered, Homer Bush on the premier level for Tampa Bay. And that is to 149. So Tampa Bay, Chris, Tampa Bay has been having a good night. Homer Bush to 149. Sensations, Dylan Cruz. I'm going to top load him up, even though he hasn't quite figured things out yet. But that's my man. There you go. Dylan Cruz, Sensations. Get you going. Get some tie-dye, William. Let's see what we can do, man. I love those tie-dye cards. Let's see if we can make up for the Phillies in this one for you. Johnny Mello on the diamond level. Noah Schultz for Chicago and Roby for St. Louis. Jim Palmer on the silver for Baltimore. Lou. The numbers, Aaron Judge, 62 home runs in 2022. Lou, congrats on the Aaron Judge numbers. There's one of our spacers. Matt Shaw on the premier level. Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox. Reggie Jackson for Oakland. And Seattle is going to get a tri-colored Ichiro. Chris G. Congrats. I like that. I know it's not numbered, but I love me some Ichiro, so I'm going to load them up. Then we got a red Sensations. Noah Schultz for Chicago White Sox. Mikey T. Congratulations. That is $2.99. 9/99. Mike gets some fireworks. Congrats, Mike. Sensations red. Noah Schultz. We got Barry Larkin on the premier level. Braden Taylor for Tampa and Gary Carter for the Mets. Actually, excuse me, that is not the Mets. He's with Montreal in this one. This is Washington. Camilo, there you go. Gary Carter with the Expos in this one. Going to Washington spot. Colorado, Steve, you're going to get a Adel Amador blue to 199. 78 out of 199 for the Rockies. I like that blue tint. It's a cool card. Then we're going to come right on back with an Adel Amador autograph. Look at that, Steve. So we get Adel Amador autograph following an Amador to 199. Great stuff, Steve. And there's Pudge Rodriguez on the premier level. So that does finally give us a chance to put someone up on the hit counter board. This has been a good box so far, but the hit counter is not giving us any fun. Robin Ventura. There's Cal Ripken. Junior Caminero, Tampa Bay, of course, going to fly here. 9 to 199. Junior Caminero on the rookie blue for Tampa. Chris having a great break early on here. Then we've got number to 49, Earl Weaver on the swatch for Baltimore. Look at that swatch. Congratulations to the Baltimore spot, Lou. Earl Weaver on the swatch to 49. I gotta open up some top loaders to fit them in. That Elite Extra Edition wiped me out of some thick top loaders because we had so many RPAs in that. This should do it. All right, Earl Weaver to 49. Congrats, Lou. Diamond level, George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees for Lou. Relvis Martinez, Toronto, and Bruce Bochy for Texas. Justin Crawford, there's a Philly hit for you, William. Justin Crawford on the tricolor. And Dylan Cruz on the Phenomenon for Camilo. Congrats, Bets. Dylan Cruz on the Phenomenon. Another spacer. Premier level Deion Sanders for the Cincinnati Reds. Lou, how about that? Deion Sanders on the Premier level. Larry Doby for Cleveland. There's Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. And, oh, we got a tie-dye Jackson Chourio to 25. Steve, congratulations. Tie-dye, that is freaking awesome. I am drooling right now. Jackson Chourio, 17 out of 25. Tie-dye Chourio. Steve, congratulations. That's a big, big hit right there. The Brewer Spot Chourio coming in huge with a tie-dye. That is awesome, Steve. Great stuff. Willie Mays on the numbers. Junior Caminero again for Tampa Bay. Chris. Great stuff, Caminero rookie. Dylan Head for Miami. Ty Floyd for Cincinnati. And a silver or a Prizm Bob Gibson for the Cardinals. Lou coming up strong right now. Guys, it's another Jackson Chourio Sensations. Holy cow, Steve. Great Chourio box here with a tie-dye and now a Sensations Chourio. Great stuff for Steve, and Chourio takes the lead with the big hurt. Dylan Cruz again on the Premier level. I think that's our third Dylan Cruz. Congrats, Camilo. Brandon Maya, New York. Here's Tony Gwynn. We had him trying to get him last break. Tony Gwynn for San Diego. Look at that green for Noma for Boston. Jose. Noma Garciaparra. 10 of 49 on the green. Man, does that thing stand out. Congratulations, Jose. Nomar on the sweet green to 49. Turbocharged Jack Leiter for Texas. Congrats, Jose. Another spacer. Premier level Homer Bush Jr. Philadelphia. There's a Jim Thome. Another Jackson Chourio. This one's just a base. But it's our third Jackson Chourio. Steve, the Brewer Spots. I think has probably made its money back for you at this point. Congrats. The rest of the hit counter needs to take a lesson. We got a silver or a Prizm of the Premier level Yiddy Cappy from Miami. Here's an autograph. Philadelphia Andrew Painter. William, here you go. It's not the tie-dye Painter, but it's a Diamond Action auto for you, my man. Congrats. Andrew Painter auto for Philadelphia. Congrats, William. Zach Veen, Colorado on the Premier level. Carson Wisenhunt for San Fran. Abner Uribe for the Brewers. Bryce Eldridge on a silver for San Francisco. Hurston Waldrop on the Phenoms. Rookie for the Atlanta Braves spot. Michael C., congrats. And Bartolo Colon on the Premier. All right, guys, that is halfway through. That was a good box. The hit counter, we didn't get all the names on there, but we got some great cards in that box, including 3 Jackson Chourio, 2 hits, the tie-dye to 25, the Sensations of base. We got a couple good autos out of there. We did get a Pudge Rodriguez to help the Jackson Churio hit counter cause. Oh, come on, Pax. We are at 4 on the hit counter halfway through. You guys got while I rip open box 2 to start to decide how much higher we're going to go. There you go, William. Love it, man. I think we can do better than 4 in this box. I feel like we have to get some more of those names in here. So I'm saying we can at least double that if still hopefully get to 10. But make your guys' prediction changes if you'd like to. We got hopefully we get some Skeens and Nolan Ryan in here. Hopefully we get a little Merrill and George Brett. But we do have Churio right now with Big Hurt in the lead and looking strong right now. See what we get out of box 2 with him. Boy, these packs are being stubborn. Hopefully that's a sign something big's coming out of them. So any more, as I rip these guys, any more score updates? You guys were bringing them in earlier. I sure do appreciate that. But any more updates in basketball games that are completed or baseball scores going on? Let me know. Otherwise, also, just let me know. Hopefully you guys are having a good night, having a good Tuesday. It is always an absolute pleasure to be able to rip some cards with you guys and have a little fun. And I can't thank you guys enough for spending your evenings or mornings or whatever we break, but right now at the evening, spending your evening with us and hanging out. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Hopefully everyone's having a good time as we rip the cards. Unfortunately, sometimes the luck of the draw isn't on our side, but we've been doing okay tonight. I think spreading out the love all right. So hopefully you guys are having a good time with that. And don't forget to go to cardlines.com and sign up for the newsletter that goes out twice a week. Don't forget to go to eBay and save us as a seller, but also check out, we've got our auctions for tomorrow night live. If you were in any breaks tonight and you get in tomorrow night, we're going to combine shipping on Thursday. So all the stuff is going out on Thursday, but if you get the combined shipping, that's going to save you guys some money and give you some more money to get into more breaks tomorrow. So take advantage of that. Second box, here we go. Marty, whenever you get a chance, close the prediction counter. Matt Shaw, Lou Brock. Chicago is going to get a Grant Taylor blue numbered to 199. 53 to 199 on the blue concourse. And then we've got an auto here. Luis Baez for the Houston Astros spot. Steve. Luis Baez. That is not numbered. Look at that auto. Just a scribble. Luis Baez for Houston on the auto. Congrats. Pedro Martinez on the premier level for the New York spot. Tommy Troy and Ty Pete. And we've got a purple Craig Biggio for the Houston Astros spot, and that is $2.99. 82 out of 99 on the purple Prizm. Congrats, Steve. Houston starting out hot here in box 2 for you. Biggio to 99. For the Yankees, it's a George Lombard Jr. turbocharged. Congrats, Lou. Premier Brady House for Washington. Zach DeLoach, Roman Anthony for Boston. And Baltimore is going to get a tri-colored Eddie Murray. Lou, congrats. Then Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati on the Phenomenon. Lou, congrats again. Spacer card. Zanatello on the premier level for Boston. Enrique Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. Miles Naylor for Oakland. And Noble Meyer for Miami is going to be to 199 on the blue. 38 out of 199. Chase for the Marlins spot. Congrats. Then we've got 12 out of 25. Kendall George for the Dodgers. Steve, that's a tie-dye swatch. Look at that sick patch. That's part of his number there. You can see that's part of the number there with the stitching and the white and the blue. Kendall George tie-dye swatch to 25. What a monster for the Dodgers. Steve doing very well in this second box. Congratulations. I love the select tie-dye cards. Those are awesome. Out of 25, Kendall George on the swatch. There's King Felix for Seattle on the diamond level. Congrats, Chris. Brock Porter, Texas. Eddie Murray, Baltimore. Rhett Lauder on the Prizm silver for Cincinnati. Drew Jones for Arizona. Wayne, the Sensations. Jonathan Papelbon on the premier level for Boston. Noble Meyer from Miami. Roberto Clemente on a black and white photo for Pittsburgh. And then for New York, we got Mel Ott. So Lou, Mel Ott is to 149. 111 out of 149. Looks like a fire insert. That's pretty cool. Jim Tomei with Cleveland on the numbers insert. Steve. Kemp Alderman on the premier level for Miami. Ethan Salas, Sammy Sosa. Luke Kershaw on the Prizm for Minnesota. Chase. Ethan Salas on the Sensations for San Diego. Jose. Spacer. Craig Biggio on the premier level for Houston. Tony Gwynn again for the Padres. Larry Doby for the Guardians. And Evan Carter on the red for Texas to 149. Evan Carter to 149. Jose, congrats. Lou, we got a big one for you, my man. We got a really big one coming up for you here. We got a 34 out of 49 Ellie De La Cruz autograph. The blue autograph, Ellie De La Cruz to 49. Lou, that's a big dog right there. That's awesome. Ellie De La Cruz to 49 on the auto. We got lots of cards to go, but that puts a great exclamation point on tonight's break. Lou, congrats, my man. 34 to 49. Gunnar Henderson on the premier level. Adrian Santana on the premier level. Leo DeVry to 99 on the red turbocharged. Yeah, you bet, Leo. I'm happy to pull that for you, man. Leo DeVry on the turbocharged to 99. Congrats to the San Diego spot, Jose. These guys. Xavier Isaac, 85 to 99 for the white for Tampa Bay. Chris G, congrats. Chris, I got to get you some fireworks real quick. There we go. Paul Skeens. All right. Again, as long as we don't get blanked, got to get something Skeens. Congrats, Steve, on the pirate spot with the Skeens. So that is going to put Skeens and Ryan on the board. Still no Merrill or Brett, unfortunately. Yogi Berra. Yadi Molina on the premier level. Another Jackson Churio for the Brewer spot. Steve, congrats, the Brewer spot. Hitting dividends, my man. And right now, just Churio walking away with it compared to everybody else on the hit counter. Maea Brock Porter on the tricolor for Texas. Jose. Colson Montgomery on the phenomenon for the White Sox. Mike, congrats. James Wood for Washington. There you go, Camilo. Jim Thome again for Philadelphia for William. Blake Mitchell, Kansas City. Blue should be to 199. Carson, congrats. It is 86 out of 199. Leo DeVry, turbocharged. We got the red of that one earlier. Congrats, Jose. Diamond level, Johnny Bench. Love that card. Randy Mauricio and Bruce Bochy. Oh, we got a zebra print. Kevin McGonigal, Detroit. Steve, that's a zebra print. That's a big one, man. The zebra prints, diamond level. These aren't numbered, but these are super, super rare. So we're gonna give a disco ball for the zebra prints. This is a big pull here. Again, not numbered, but it might as well should be. Kevin McGonigal on the zebra print for Detroit. These things resell very, very well. So it's cool for your collection there, Steve, or you just probably made your money back for the night with this guy and then some. That is an awesome pull. Congratulations, Steve. McGonigal on the zebra print. Ozzie Smith numbers for the Cardinals. Lou. One last spacer for good measures. And final card is going to be another Yeti Cappy on the premier level. So, guys, wow. Here's a whole stack of inserts and premier levels and diamond levels that we're going to get all properly sleeved up and taken care of for y'all. And we'll go through our recap in just a moment here. We'll recap how many leprechauns you guys won, and we will go through those leprechauns and race them to see who you guys can get some free stuff. So here we go. We got the Blake Mitchell to 199. Jackson Churio. And so in the hit counter, the boxes don't, the hit counter doesn't give us justice, but man, those are some banger boxes. But Jackson Churio came up big. So if you guys picked the Churio and Big Hurt spot, which most of you probably switched it to at the thing, you probably hit it. And then 6 for total on there. So we'll see if any of you guys got 6. But I think almost everyone's getting one for the Churio spot. We got a Paul Skeens. Xavier Isaac to 99. Deal with a Vry to 149. Thank you. Yeah. All right. No one got the number, but y'all got it. So who's up top there?
No one's there.
Okay.
Yeah, Betts is top.
All right.
There were 6 that guess.
Betts. William. Lou got one. David got one. I got Brandon from earlier, David. Mike got one. And then Steve. All right. Congrats, guys, on those leprechauns. Let me finish the recap here. We got Evan Carter to numbered. Mel Ott. Noble Meyer to 199. George Lombard turbocharged. Craig Biggio, purple. Luis Baez, autograph. Grant Taylor to 199. Waldrop on the rookie phenom. Andrew Painter auto for Philly. Jackson Churio again. Jack Leiter, turbocharged rookie. Nomar to 49. I'm going to put that back again. Jackson Churio, Caminero. Dylan Cruz, Caminero to 199. Amador autograph. Amador to 199. Noah Schultz to 199. Red Sensations. Ichiro tricolored. Dylan Cruz Sensations. Homer Bush. James Wood. And then again we had Nomar to 49. We had the Earl Weaver to 49 on the swatch. The Jackson Churio tie-dye to 25. The Kendall George tie-dye swatch chunky patch 25. Elliot Cruz to 49 on the auto. And Kevin McGonigal. So even that right there, guys, these 4 cards alone, the hit counter didn't do them justice. Those were 4 absolute monsters of cards. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, we've got some things to give away now, so let me tally up our leprechauns here. We'll get our leprechaun races going. We'll give those up, but again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight and taking part of these breaks. We appreciate you so much. We couldn't do this without you guys. We're going to be back live again tomorrow, so come hang out with us. Get in those breaks. Come hang out. Come play in the hit counter. Come get some more freebies if you can. Let's get our leprechauns up. Okay. All right, so Bill Rowe got 5 tonight. Chris got 2. Wim H got you down for 3. Wayne 4. David R 4. Brandon 3. Gregory grabbed 1. Steve-O grabbed 2. Mike T grabbed 4. Lou grabbed 3. Bats got 3. William P got 2. And Stephen M got 1. So there we go, guys. We did give 37 leprechauns away tonight, so congratulations. Let me go back. We got our list up there. I want to run it for... Let's run it for 22 seconds tonight. So the first race is going to be for that blaster box. If you win, we want to spread out the love as much as we can. So if you win, I'm going to remove the rest of your leprechauns if you had more than one. But here we go. This is for that blaster box with a guaranteed auto. Good luck, guys. We got Brandon out in an early lead. He's fading, but he's holding on. Can Brandon keep it for 6 more seconds? There goes Chris. Brandon's other guy makes a big run. Brandon, congrats. All right, so Brandon, congrats. You got that blaster box coming too, my friend. If you guys are interested in having me rip them open for you, I'm happy to do so. Otherwise, we'll keep it sealed and ship it out. Brandon's leprechauns are always ready to run. Always ready to run, our Brandon's leprechaun. Brandon, congrats. All right, I'm going to run... we're going to run 3 more races. I've got 4 packs of celebrations. And I've got 2 team packs that are mystery for now. I'll show you guys what's in them in a sec. They're just a couple cards, but just a little bonus to spread some more love. I'm going to be passing a few of those out as well for random spots tonight. So here we go. We're going to run the first one. First and second, they're going to get these 2 packs. We've got no real front runners right now. Someone's going to make a sprint. Someone's going to make a big sprint here. Looks like it's going to be Bill. Bill Rowe, and then I think Bats might have been second. Yes, sir. All right, so Bill Rowe first. Bats getting a pack. Congrats, guys. All right, so Bill and Bets each getting packs. Congrats, guys. We're going to run one more race for 2 more packs, and then we're going to run one more race for a couple consolation prizes. If you guys are still online watching right now, if you'd like me to rip your packs or boxes, let me know. Otherwise, I got your names on them, and we'll get them shipped out with you. Again, they're going to go Thursday versus tomorrow because we got the break tomorrow night as well. Camilo's open, and we'll take it. I'll do it, man. Love it. Love the adventure. Here comes, look at Gregory making a big move. He came out of nowhere on that one. So Gregory getting a pack. And second was Mike T. Mike. Steve O falling just out of the money on that one. So Gregory with your 1 Leprechaun taking down a pack. Congrats. Alright, so Gregory and Mike each getting packs. He ate the Vegas Skittles. And then I've got 2 more. I'm going to run one more race with 2 more prizes, and I'll show you guys what the prizes are in a second. They're actually not too bad as I look at them. I randomly grabbed a couple little team bags of fun, and they're pretty good stuff. So, Mike wants it opened. I am happy to do that. There's the last race here. We got Wayne jumping out to a little bit of a lead. Here comes Lou. It's going to be Lou and Wayne. So Lou in first place. And then Wayne in second. All right. So we thank our leprechauns for their participation in tonight's races. No leprechauns were harmed in the filming of our races ever. We take great care of our leprechauns. We feed them Skittles and beer, and they are very happy, and we thank them for their service. There we go. Brandon, you are getting this guy coming home with you. Congratulations. Gregory's getting this guy coming home. Bill's getting that pack coming home. Celebrations pack. Lou, as your bonus winner there, you're actually getting a Hidden Gems auto of Jordan Sprinkle. And on the back is a Jonathan India. And then I think there's one card in the middle, and I have no clue what it is. But congrats, there's a bonus auto for you. And then Wayne, you're getting a Charlie Soto Red Wave. Juan Moncada Refractor from Chrome with the 87 insert. And then again, something else in the middle. I have no clue what it is. We're going to leave it a surprise. Little bonus fun there. And then Camilo and Mike both saying go ahead and open it. So I am happy to oblige. Let's see. Last time we did get out of 50 out of here. And some good stuff. Let's see if we can stay hot with these packs. Kevin Gausman. There's Bobby Witt Jr., Guerrero, and Judge on the inserts. Rob Refsnyder. Frankie Alvarez. Kenta Maeda. Mike Yastrzemski. Chase McDermott. Raisel Iglesias. Blake Perkins. There's a George Brett 1990 insert for you. Pause on the mascot card. Thanks, William. Appreciate you, man. 8-Bit Ballers, Bryce Harper. I'll sleeve that up. Marty's got Juan Soto on the MLB Stars and Seth Lugo. So the George Brett. Come on, cards. The George Brett 1990 inserts. And the Bryce Harper 8-bit ballers. I saw a video. It looks like Bryce Harper and his wife are expecting a baby. And Bryce Harper did a gender bat reveal. He came out with a powder blue bat, signifying they were having a boy. I thought that was kind of cool. And Mike, here we go. Let's open up your pack and see what fire we can pull out of this one. There's Mackenzie Gore. The Flying High Diamondbacks. Belly Bombs for the Cubbies. Yordan Alvarez. Dylan Moore for Seattle. Will Warren for New York. George Springer. Tampa Bay team card. We do have a card flipped around here. It is going to be a sparkle of Ryan O'Hearn for the Orioles. We got another one. Look at that, 2 sparkles in one pack. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Mike, not bad. Portrait player, power players. Corey Seager. A game day drip. Jose Ramirez. Matt Chapman stars the MLB. And Shea Whitcomb. So that was not a bad pack coming out of a retail. Camilla, man, thank you so much. Always great to have you join in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for getting into the breaks tonight. Glad you got some hits. Glad you got a little bonus pack in there. Hope you have a great night. So I'm going to get these guys sleeved up here from Mike. We'll get them back in your pack, Mike. We're going to send these out. So, guys, again, don't forget, if you don't mind, hit that like, subscribe button. Tell some friends about Cardlines Breaks. Let's keep this community growing. We appreciate you guys. We're going to be right back at it tomorrow night. So we'll see you on the tubes tomorrow night. Go check out those auctions and get in your spots and take advantage of that shipping. Guys, be well, be safe. We'll see you again very, very soon. See you tomorrow night. Take care.